screen, but that would have made too much sense.
Hello. We are now live.
Hi guys! Mel asked if we were ready. I then realised I wasn't. But we're here now! So welcome to another Bander Craftstream, such that it is. We had such wonderful plans of all the things we were going to do today. Mel was going to work on stuff. I was going to work on stuff. Debbie was going to work on stuff. Mel then threw scalding hot soup down herself. And yeah, the rest was history. But yeah, everyone else apart from Mel will be working on bits and pieces. Mel will be probably fielding the chat, to be honest.
I will be putting my hands in and out of some water. That's fun.
Absolute gibbon.
It's okay, it's not blistered, it's fine. Just it hurts.
Can't take her anywhere. So
Or
I will
leave
be
her at
starting
home, apparently.
Oh.
I said, or leave her at home, apparently.
Yeah, you like literally nowhere. She cannot be trusted, even to be on her own in her house. They gave you a mortgage, Mel.
I know, right? Weirdos. God damn. And considering, like, my plan was to work with the heat gun today. Yeah, no.
That could have gone much worse, really, to be honest, then, couldn't it?
Like, consider I could spill soup down myself and burn my hands. Never mind the heat gun, you know. I'm like, guess I'm not going to do that today. Because my plan was to fix Cass's shield and then to do some, like, work on some leather stuff. Because I want Killian to have, like, a leather bracer to go with her Bureau Balance bracer. So I was like, oh, I can do some leather work. That'll be fun. You were working on some patterns, I see.
I am.
You have a nice big space to lay that big pattern out now, though.
My good old friend, sewing patterns. Oh, how I love them. So much.
I have literally never followed a sewing pattern because I tried once and I failed miserably. So I'm just like, nah, I'll just hang it and hope for the best. What are you working on, Luke?
I'm making my Kravitz cloak.
Whoop whoop.
Because we're now doing the stuff for that I'll need that for next weekend. So that gives me today to make it. So
Woo! Another last minute.
yay!
And what are you working on, Debs?
When I can find my reference images that I put somewhere, working on Raven's cloak.
Whoop whoop. Again,
Yeah,
Adventure Zone. We're basically having a very Adventure Zone time today. It's the way forward because now Debbie's like way into it as well, so and has a character now. Oh no, what a shame.
it was a toss-up between Raven and Carrie. I do like Carrie.
You would have been such a... You need to do Carrie. You need to do Carrie. You need to do Carrie because I
My
need
bae.
you to be being adorable again.
I need my bae.
Raven does
Back
that.
base.
Okay, but if you do carry, then I can have a Killian and the other be so cute. It's okay. I'm tempted to do goddamn Merle now. So
The late Mel High Church rolled a 5.
pretty much. That one daydreams in saying, babes, and then what's Adventure Zone? Well, my friend.
Are you ready to hear about your Lord and Savior Adventure Zone?
So Adventure Zone was actually recommended to us by Caitlin, who also comes in this chat and bugs us every now and again. And also by Bethan. Was it Bethan? I can't remember. It was mostly Caitlin. But yes, the Adventure Zone is a podcast about D&D. Done by 3 brothers and their dad, basically playing D&D. And it's very funny. And it's a podcast. So it's, you know, we're all big podcast fans in here. It's all good, you know. We like a good podcast or two. Welcome to Night Vale. And yeah, basically it's a really, really good podcast, and it's got some really strong characters and really good sort of setups and stuff. And like, even for me, who's never played D&D in my life, I understand what's going on because they set it up really well. and it's really, really good. But the characters that are in it are all amazing. So we all currently have, well, Luke has Taco at the moment. We've got like quite a few characters already kind of started, and now Debbie's getting involved, and Luke's doing his second character from the series. Kieran's here. Curious Ray, hello.
Kieran!
Kieran's also working on an Adventure Zone cosplay. I saw a little picture earlier on. He's working on a void fish for Johan.
Oh no! I haven't seen that.
And
Oh
you,
Christ, I'll cry.
yeah, I was going to say you were fighting with your computer earlier, so that'll be why you haven't seen it. Debbie and I were going, oh my god, while we're waiting. We're like, yay. So yeah, I was planning on doing some, basically I'm trying to improve my skills for my leatherworking and foam crafting and stuff. And so I thought, oh, I can make like a new bracer or something, because I only have to make one because she's already wearing a bracer. Not today, Satan, not today.
Well, Satan said, actually, screw you, Mel.
Well,
so
also last
Satan
weekend,
won today for Mel and her cosplaying.
yeah, also last weekend I had a migraine, so I also didn't work on any cosplay last weekend. That one day June saying, I feel like the odd one out. I'm working on a Coraline cosplay. Oh, that would be super cute.
Oh,
Cute.
do you have the button eyes and everything?
Part 1 of 8 cut out.
Joys.
No, I can't find my reference picture anywhere. That's really annoying.
Oh no. Oh, it's not one you sent to us. So you should just send everything to us in Messenger and
I
then you've done it.
should. I have a feeling it would get lost in the messenger somehow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's why I was like going to go back and see if there was anything on mine, because I think my phone automatically downloads the pictures anyway. So I was like going to
Okay.
go back and see if there was anything on mine, but no.
God, your phone must be full of crap.
Yep.
It's like dog pictures for days.
Oh yeah. So many dog pictures. That one they do saying, yep, honest, I made the buttons out of clay and I was 10 years older by the time they dried. Clay does that. I need to go and scout all the Halloween shops and stuff, because I really want to find like a skull so I can do a mould for Mystique's belt.
Mel,
Mm.
could you, if Apple software update, go away. If you're about, can you, and you see, you know those great big lollipops you get? With the twirlies. Can you get 1 or 2 for the shoot?
Yes.
Because you might see stuff when you're out and about.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to go back to cutting stuff now.
What were you saying?
Mel?
Babs? Mm.
In Poundland, near us, they've actually got plastic skulls. They look quite realistic and they're about that big. Do you want me to get you some?
There is. Ooh,
I don't know if it's Poundland or Pound World or Pound
I've got
Stretcher.
both in town. Trust me, I've got them all in town.
But yeah, they had some last week anyway.
I will
So-
go and check out my local one, because I kind of want to use it as a cast. Because Mystique.
But they're hollow as well, so if you don't want it to just use those, you could
Yeah.
just use those.
That's cool. That would be a shout, wouldn't it? Especially in
Rather
Poundland.
than using your warbler to make something that already exists.
Well, what I was actually going to use is Matt got me for my birthday a mould thing to like make moulds out of.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try that out with like little skulls. But I just remembered that I needed to like go and raid all the Halloween shops. Annie's in, says hey. That one Daydream saying our group chat is full of weird memes with the twirlies. Yeah, ours has got Bethan in it, so that's just all you need to say.
Bethan is no worse than the rest of us, let's be honest.
Bethan is the memeiest of all the memes. And so many dogs. So many dog pictures. So many good dogs. And he's asking, how is everyone? Well, apart from my stupid hands being stupid, fine.
I don't think it was your hands, Mal.
Apart from being just having such a bad dexterity roll today, it's fine. Matt's just shaking his head at me as he walks past. He's like, yeah, we kind of agreed earlier that basically I would be like the worst D&D character because essentially I'd have no dex, I'd have no strength. I'd be like, I'd just be a charisma and wisdom, that would be it. Like,
Bander would be a group of entirely bards makeup. It would be such a mess.
Apart from Debbie, who we decided was either a sorceress or a rogue. So, you know.
Well, Debbie for sorceress, Alison for wizard, and the rest of us just, like, chuckle fucking around in the background.
Because I know Debbie tends to play rogues, because Debbie actually plays D&D.
I used to, not so much anymore. I've got a group.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's okay, that's what podcasts are for. So you can just hear them all being absolute... Because the thing is as well, like, they don't exactly stick to rules, which is always fun. They definitely have the rule of cool. Like, if something's cool, it's like, nah, we go with that. I got snacks though.
Like, sometimes Dungeons and Dragons gets a bit too rulesy. Like, if you want a good experience, you've got to be a bit more lenient sometimes. And like, you know what? A frying pan is an improvised weapon. It works. So are cats. And children.
Tiny, tiny robot arms!
So when you put a whole mouthful of Smarties in your mouth and you forget that you've got a mic right next to your mouth.
Well, you're the worst.
Okay.
Get your gross mouth noises away from me.
Right, one day Jim saying, once my friend had a D&D character who was a drunk blind guy and he walked off a cliff in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one day, June. There's Smarties. Jelly beans are sin. I actually don't like jelly beans.
I freaking love jelly beans.
I was about to unsub. Well, I agree with you on jelly beans, so there you go. I don't have that much of a problem with them though. Like, but no, I saw a big tub of Smarties in for £1 and I was like, sweet, they're mine.
Unfortunately, as Sarah pointed out, I am going to die in America because their sweets are not sweet. We were like, I have to go to the bit before the plane.
Duty free.
Duty free. And stock up on chocolate to take with me.
Well, the thing is, if you go to somewhere like Walmart, they actually have quite a big stock of different, like, they have Lindt chocolate over there, for example.
Okay.
Which was decent, because it was Lindt.
I've tried Hershey's.
I hate Hershey's. Hate it. But
Sorry, guys.
I was over there for like 3 months at a time, and literally Matt was sending me care parcels of Twiglets and chocolate, and I was just like...
Oh god, I won't have Marmite. Aww.
But yeah, like, definitely need to stock up on chocolate before you go. But also, it might melt, so you might need to watch that.
Yeah. It'll reform again, it's fine.
You say that as if you think melted chocolate would in any way hamper Debbie.
This is true. This is true. And
I eat it with
What a shame! You'll have to go in the Harry Potter bit and buy more chocolate. Oh no. Oh, it'll
They
take so
do. They do have English sweets over there, like in the Harry Potter bit. Like the store's manned by British people as well. For a more authentic experience.
Do you know what, that makes me laugh though, because it's like they obviously just like are going to be advertising for somebody and just go, right, what's the requirements? You need to have some kind of base level of customer service, and you need to be able to do a British accent, even if you're not British.
Oh no, I know a guy who's literally, that's what his job's been all summer. He was interned over there, and he got, like, they literally split the jobs up by, you're from the UK, so you can man a till, because you sound like you're in the film. You're like,
That's
what?
amazing.
That is disturbing.
But to be fair, when I was like I said, I was over there for 3 months at a time, throughout me being at uni, and I was in a very rural part of South Carolina. And they never really met anyone from England before, and obviously all kids as well. I was working in the horse camp, so it was a lot of kids as well. So the kids used to like make me say words, like say aluminum, and I'm like aluminium. It's great. Love it. Love my life. And like it was just weird things, but because it was rural America, it was like, yeah. But Florida, they're not so bothered. Florida, they get a lot of tourists.
I can imagine.
But that would be quite good. It'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go over there. Oh, look, I've got a British accent. What a shame. I need to work in a Harry Potter section. Oh no. Debbie's you're just gonna live there when you go over to Florida. You're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna not leave.
That was my plan. Just hide away in Diagon Alley somewhere. No one will know.
That's pretty much what you're gonna do. Kieran's asking who actually likes Hershey's, and then that one Daydream immediately responds, Hershey's cookies and cream is the best.
It's okay to be wrong, that one, Daydream.
Hershey's gross. But yeah, we'll definitely have to stock up on chocolate and sweets, and then like when you're over there, just be like. Ah. So what have you got planned? Because Debbie and Sarah and Elena are basically going over to Florida for Disney and Harry Potter and all the things next year, and I'm very jealous.
Well, I can tell you exactly how long it is as well.
You're a maniac.
I've got the app. It is 11 months and 19 days, 18 hours, 37 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Not long then. You literally have the countdown on your phone.
Not that I'm excited or anything.
11 months. So when do you actually go then? September?
Yeah, 28th of September.
Oh, nice.
Because it was cheaper than the week after.
Makes sense.
By about 200 or 300 quid each.
Oh, wow. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's half term or something over, or whatever they call it, mid-term or whatever over there. Or that week after or something.
Possibly.
Because they start back a lot earlier in the schools, like start back in August, so it could be that it's like mid-term, but they have the time off, I don't know. Who knows? That one day Jim saying, I will kick behind your knees, the cookies and cream type is good. I'd like to see you try.
You'd have to have long legs.
See, I just don't particularly enjoy chocolate, so...
The Laughing Hat says, hello streamers. Hello, the Laughing Hat.
Oh.
That's a name I don't recognise, hello.
I know. New names, new people. Welcome to the craft stream. That's not so crafty.
Hey, I am crafting real hard. You guys are just chatting.
Yep. It's all good. Yeah, but we're chatting about Disney, so it's all good. Because like,
5, 7.
I was gonna say, how long have you been planning your Disney trip for? Like, how many years have you been talking about going to Disney?
20 something.
Yeah. As long as I've known you, I'm like, yes, Debbie's always wanting to go to Disney in Florida. Could never persuade me, because I'm like, not really a roller coaster type gal.
It's more roller coasters than Mel.
No, it's not just roller coasters, but there's a lot of roller coasters. Like, I'd love to go to the Harry Potter bit, you know I bloody would. But the other bits are just like, okay. You're gonna spend so much money in the Harry Potter gift shop. It's gonna be insane.
We're certainly planning on taking as much spending money as we can, and that's pretty much what you guys are going to get for Christmas, is stuff from the parks.
Nice.
We are A-okay with that.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's how Sirius has so many accessories, is from various presents from various people over the years. It was weird actually, and I realised just how many accessories he actually has. I was like, oh god, okay. Also, you're going to take Remus, aren't you? But you don't have Marauder Gang, so you're making a new Marauder Gang, I hear.
Yeah, I've convinced Sarah to Siri for me, and Elena possibly is going to James. Well, like I said though, Peter's probably not going to be much fun
No,
to like cosplay apart.
definitely not. Like, you want the three really. Like out of all of them, you need, with Remus as well. You need to have the three main guys really.
And like we're doing one day Fantastic Beasts, one day Marauders, and one day our own characters. And like, so Sarah will be a blonde Slytherin, so she said there's no point taking Narcissa because she's already going to be a blonde Slytherin.
That makes sense.
So I was like, and I did suggest James first. I was like, you could do James. No space.
Yeah, but the Sirius suit would suit Sarah, so you know. Oh, the Laughing Hat saying, "Eyes new. What are you making down there, by the way?" I'm guessing that's to you, Luke. Luke is making a cloak.
You what? Because I'm the only person that's actually working on anything.
Yeah.
I'm
I am slowly and painfully cutting out the pattern for my Kravitz cloak from the Adventure Zone. Because it needs to be ready a week today.
I'm going to give up in this reference image. I can't find it.
Oh.
Really annoying.
Which one is it you're looking for?
I saw somebody had done a cloak that's got the bit that I want at the top, which is like the
feather bit. Because I commented on that, so if you try scrolling through...
No, it's not that one.
Is it not that one?
She didn't send it to us, apparently.
None of the ones I sent.
Thing.
But yeah, it's sort of like the cloak on top that... It's a mix mash of stuff, so it's like the half cloak, and then behind it is like an asymmetric cloak.
Well, that's your fault for not sharing your ideas then, isn't it?
I do like your idea, like your ideas for the feather cloak though. Like that was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to try and make that. I've got the feathers, and I've got fabric for the cloak. I'm not sure I have the know-how to put it together, but we'll see.
Oh.
That's concerning because you're the one of the few of us that can actually sew. So.
You keep saying this. It doesn't mean what I think you think it means.
I think you underestimate how bad the rest of us are at sewing.
Pretty much. Like we've seen your sewing work, Debbie. It's very pretty.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't flip it the seams.
Lady Loki, shut up. Well, I love how like Bethan was like, "Oh, I'm gonna remake Arden's coat because I don't like it." I'm like, Bethan, Arden's coat was one of the best sewn things I've ever seen. Like, genuinely.
Bethan's costumes are crazy good. So if you guys, for some reason, still haven't gone and followed Bethan, that is Kawaii cosplay on basically everything, then go do that because her stuff is stupidly good.
Yep.
She is a very talented cosplayer.
But yeah, we're all kind of vaguely, well, thinking about working on Adventure Zone cosplay stuff. I just can't. God damn it. Kieran was like, yeah, Bethan said that to me about Arden too. I was just like, what? Exactly. That's my point. Like, I literally looked at that coat close up and went, oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, I want that to be like my best version of what I can do, and it's just not at the moment. It's also partly though why I was going to start working on like bits and pieces like leather stuff and foam and warbler stuff, because I want to try and work up to remaking Cass's chestplate. Because that is a bit of a mess, because I've never worked with foam before. I never worked with warbler before. Funny that. So I'm like wanting to like work on little bits and pieces of stuff, to try and get my skills up, because I know my skills are not at that level yet to like be able to remake the whole thing. That I could try, but then I could potentially waste 30 quid's worth of foam and warbler on remaking a chest plate that's exactly the same as my old one.
Yeah.
There's not really much point in that.
I don't want to think about how much fabric I've got to make this out of.
You have rather a lot of fabric.
We're talking about 15 meters of fabric in this cloak.
15?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, for the lining as well, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
Yeah, but see, that's immediately where I start like going, oh, that's pretty. I like the lining.
Yeah, I got some really nice lining, so...
Yeah, that's cute. But like, see, my point already is like, well, you don't have to make the lining yet. You can just make the cloak.
It wouldn't have looked as good without a lining, because you can see the inside of the hood.
Yeah. True.
And to be honest, at that point, like, if I'm going to be already spending that amount just for the fabric of the cloak, I might as well choose a lining, which is I can reuse for other stuff, which needs a really heavy big black cloak, and make the most of it. So I could either have done it on the super cheap, or I could have made something that I could use for other stuff long term. So
Makes a lot
that's
of
my
sense.
plan. When I work out where I put the rest of the... There we are.
It's part of the reason I kept my red cloak around that I bought several years ago now for Ruby from Once Upon a Time. It's because it's a really nice cloak and it hangs really nicely. And I was like, if nothing else, I can use it as a pattern. But actually now it got used for Killian, so... Because Killian was just a throw together of whatever I had in my wardrobe.
You're never going to go wrong with a cloak.
Yep. That's why it's literally probably the only piece I've actually kept from some of my really early cosplay stuff. Apart from Sirius. Because I haven't even upgraded him. Ever.
I found it! Yes!
Yay! You're going to share it with us now, so you don't lose it.
I don't know if it's going to work, though.
Oh.
I'm going to doodle.
Oh, Kieran's saying, I know that feeling, that's why I bought a ton of fabric and I'm forcing myself to actually sew stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what, like... I know my sewing skills have improved massively since I first started, because I've been sewing quite a lot of stuff. So, like, that's fine. But for me, it's like the armour and prop side needs improving massively. Because I am crap at both of those. But I'll get better. That's the whole point, you know. That one day, June's saying, no capes! All the capes. Capes are fun.
I feel like at this point, this is more of a cloak than a cape.
Yeah, that's true.
Just with the amount of stuff that's going into it.
Kieran's saying, I'm both so scared and so hyped for making Mog's cloak. Oh, who's Mog? Don't know who that is. But cloaks are fun. Cloaks are fun to wear as well. Like, they're really fun to wear.
Swoop!
Swoosh! You run down a corridor and, like, your cape fills the corridor. You're like, ha 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 ha.
Oh, you're that person, are you, Mel?
You know I'm that person. Also, you've stolen that cape before for keeping you warm, Belle. With no
Because I
cape.
get cold. I've got a cape now.
You're always yeah, because I suggested it. I was like, get a cape because you're always stealing mine.
Why do you think I introduced you to cosplay? So you can give me your capes and warmth.
Why do you think I gave everyone Banda hoodies last year for Christmas? That zip up so you can put them like over a cosplay and stuff and like, you know, be warm when you need to be warm, Debbie. And you can put them under jackets as well, it's even better. Or under Newt's coat apparently as well. Well, that's one thing, you're not going to be as cold when you're in Florida. You're going to be...
You say that.
No, you won't.
Never underestimate Debbie and her ability to be absolutely fucking freezing constantly.
To be fair, if you're in a place with really good air conditioning, you'll be like, oh my god, it's so cold. So, yeah.
Yeah, our hotel, it's sort of a hotel. We've got like, don't know what it is. It's like an apartment type thing, but it's in a hotel complex. So we've got like our own kitchen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so try and minimise the costs by like taking sandwiches each day and like cooking at the night time if we can be asked.
It makes sense. Well, plus like there's 3 of you as well, so it makes sense as well that if you've got a little kitchen and you just take it in turns and stuff as well. It'd be so cool. I'm so excited for you.
I believe we're finally doing that.
And you finally booked it all. Like that's really cool. Kieran's saying Mog the Moogle from Final Fantasy 13. That makes sense.
I like Muggles.
That one day you saying warm in cosplay. I don't know her. Debbie's never warm. That's the whole point. She's always freezing. To be fair, recently it's been like me and Luke just dying in armour in the corner, like. Especially Luke in creme, because he's quilted. Quilted boy. Mind you, see, you're doing Kravitz's cloak at like the right time as well, because it's coming up to winter. You know, it's coming up to the cold time of year.
Well, I got Ollie to help me with fabric choices, so I've got like a cotton linen for the top.
Ooh, nice.
So it shouldn't be too heavy. Like it'll still be a sizable cloak, but it won't be as bad as if I'd like done it in basically anything else.
Like a wool mix or something would be ridiculously heavy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of fabric, to be fair, that I got for Eponine's skirt. Because I wanted something that would hang nicely, but I didn't want something that was going to be too goddamn warming. And I was putting 4 meters of fabric into that, just the skirt, because of the pleats and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I got a similar type of fabric for that. And it works quite well, to be fair, because it's not too heavy. Kieran's saying, I'm going to KupoCon. I wanted casual, comfy Final Fantasy cosplay for going to London for the day. Then he suddenly got far more elaborate and fancy looking. It's funny that. That always happens in cosplay.
Is that the one Bethan's going to, or wanted to go to?
I think so. The best thing about that one, Deju saying, the best thing about being mostly normal human, non-armor characters is that you don't get extremely warm. Yeah, that's kind of usually me, to be fair. I have a lot of comfy casual cosplays, because obviously I used to crew a lot of cons, and when you're crewing a con, you really don't want to be uncomfortable in a cosplay.
There's 3 pages of instructions for this cloak.
Oh god. The Laughing Hat is saying, I admire you guys. I bought my first real cosplay because I'm afraid of messing it up. And I'm not artsy per se, but I will try styling the wig for it and the curl. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly all it is. Like, I've been cosplaying now for like, what, 4 years? Oh god, that's longer than I thought it was. And you guys have been cosplaying for God knows how long. Too long.
Wow, thanks for making sounding old, Mel.
Yeah, you're old now. Ha 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 ha.
Not as old as you, though, so that's always something.
Wow. But like, I was saying, like, obviously I'm reusing a lot of bits and pieces anyway, but also, like, I still use Sirius, who is literally, I bought, like, Harry Potter robes, I bought tie, a shirt from Primark, and, like, pants that I wear for work. So, and then I use my own hair now as well. So I'm even more basic. But like, it doesn't really, like, to us, we're kind of more character cosplayers anyway. Like, we like making stuff, and like, some of us enjoy it more than others, and some of us do it more than others. But our main thing is like, hey, you having fun in cosplay? Cool. Because that should really be the main aim. But yeah, we've all kind of got there slowly and have different skills in different things, so... Kieran's asking, do those instructions involve summoning a cosplay demon? They should. That one day you were saying, just found out that Dean and Seamus is a ship. Really?
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of weird ships in Harry Potter. A lot of weird ships.
I'm pretty sure 15-year-old me wrote most of them as well.
Debbie and I just stuck to Wolfstar, it's fine. That one day you're saying, I should know how to spell Seamus, I'm Irish, but I'm doubting myself. No, that's correct.
S-E-A-M-U-S?
Yes. The laughing hat saying, I mean, he's taping stuff to the ground and that's only the beginning of the ritual.
No, the full line of the cloak is apparently because it's basically floor length, the pattern paper isn't long enough, so the full length of it comes in 2 pieces. So you can like either adjust it height-wise or just so it'll like flat out fit in. So I'm actually taping part 1 to part 1A so that I've got the full length of the thing. But to be honest, I am so ruddy short that probably the top bit would have done. I don't want to cut the fabric, Mel. I hate cutting fabric. It is like my least favourite thing to do.
Really?
I hate cutting fabric. I hate pinning the stupid stuff down and then trying to get it to sit right so everything goes on the right fold. I should never have been a cosplayer.
See, I like cutting fabric. Like, once I know it's right anyway. I like the way it snips through it. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Oh, no, it does my head in. I just don't have the patience.
See, that's partly as well, I think, why I don't really use patterns, is because I don't really have, like, the patience to make it really neat at the edges. Whereas I just kind of make it too big and then I can take it in and, like, tidy up the edges by taking it in, if that makes sense. That one day you were saying I shipped Sirius and Dumbledore's right foot. Okay.
I don't ship anything with Dumbledore because he's Satan.
And Kieran's saying that is one big cloak. My OTP. No.
So the cloak that I'm making is this one, but without this section.
Mm.
So now you know why it's like 15 meters of fabric.
It is
because
cute,
it's. But my favourite part so far.
They are
so cute.
Little raven skull.
I've got a little raven skull necklace, I think. So I've got a very, very similar one for Bellatrix. Do you want me to bring it down? I'll bring it
I
up.
don't think a necklace would really work for Kravitz. Also, you wouldn't see it underneath all of the cloak and then the suit underneath.
True.
So
That's
it
very
would.
true.
I feel like it might be a little bit overkill to then like try and like tuck something else.
Captain Wales is saying, "Hey, it's Heart Stitch Productions. Hello, you're under a different
Hello.
name." Kieran's saying, "Wow, gonna look so cool though."
Hopefully.
It will look cool. I'm trying to see if there's anything like I can show you that I was gonna plan to do, but
That's
I haven't
fine.
really got anything. I might sketch a little thing out if I find some paper. There we go, some paper.
I'm trying to find my pen.
Are you
I'm
sketching
trying
as
to
well, Debbie?
work
Are
it
you
with a
sketching what you're
head
wanting to do?
Yeah.
What? Oh.
I'm gonna see when we've got a pen so you can actually see it if I sketch something, but I can't draw to save my life, but that's fine. I've got a pen. I've got a silver one, it's probably not going to show up anyway. Ow.
Okay, I think I understand what I'm doing now.
That's good.
Bear with, I need to go get thousands of pins.
Captain Wells is asking, are you guys going to London Comic Con? Sadly not. Not this year. I actually haven't been for a few years, to be fair. It's a bit too busy for me.
Yeah, I used to do day trips, but we're trying to save some money now, so...
For the Florida trip. Whoop whoop. So, my bracer. I might as well do a little pattern for my bracer.
Yeah, so me and Sarah will be cutting down next year, so you won't see us as much, I'm afraid. But you see those lot.
Well, like, plus we'll still be going to some, but like, again, it all depends on pennies and things.
Like, we've got...
Where actually wants us.
That too.
Yeah, we've got a couple in mind that we're definitely going to go and try and do. But because they're the more expensive ones, we'll probably just stick to local ones between that.
Makes sense. The Laughing Hat saying it's all going to be worth it though, it certainly is. Like, Luke and Alison and Blair and I aren't going to Florida, so we will still be going to some cons. Plus I think what we'll do as well this year is we'll do another thing where like we'll probably come down to the Bristol guys and be like, hey guys, I'm going to come invade your house for a weekend. Because that was really nice last year, like doing that at Luke and Alison's. And just kind of invading their house for a weekend. And not actually having a con, having to do a million things. So we might do that. But we'll come and invade you guys, being as you guys are trying to save money.
We can feed you and give you a floor to sleep on, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all we need. Like, we pretty much do that for Manchester MCM anyway, so, in my house. We'll just come and invade and be like, yep, just find a spot on the floor somewhere, it's all good. So, Killian Bracer thing, what do you want to be? What kind of pattern do you want to have? I might cut you out.
Well, that's a pain in the dick.
I
I don't think my fabric's like deep enough for it to be cut how it wants to be cut.
Oh no.
But I don't think any fabric would be. Like, so basically the largest section, you know, the bit that I was just explaining was too big for the pattern piece, so therefore was in two bits. So basically what it wants you to do is to, on the fold, like cut it with the back down to the fold, because obviously it's going to be the back bit of the cloak. Can you see where the issue might be here?
You're gonna have a really weird seam.
Yeah, because there's no way for me to get a piece of fabric this big onto a fold.
Because you'd have to cut
Because
it
it's
on
not
wires.
big enough, like, width.
Yeah.
So...
That's why I don't use patterns. Literally why. That's weird though.
That is decidedly the opposite of handy.
Like, can you see like a picture and see it, how they've kind of done it? Or...
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. But
Oh.
see that little bit there?
Yeah.
That's the width of that is probably about this.
So on a fold, yeah, that's...
So, but they want that to be backing onto a fold.
Yeah, that is weird.
Whereas fabric doesn't come off of a bolt that size, so...
It comes off usually about that big, that wide, or maybe twice that if you're lucky.
Yeah. So...
That's really weird. Let's see, scissors. There we go.
Yeah, it's a good half a foot too short to do that.
That's really weird.
That's so annoying. Buggeration. How the hell am I supposed to be able to do that? I'm just gonna have a ruddy big seam down the back. Shit.
Can you use it widthways instead rather than take some off the length?
Like that's what I was thinking, but it's gonna take that much off the length, which is a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Like if it had been like maybe that amount, I'd be like, yeah, screw it, I'll just do that. But like it's a good like 3/4 of a foot, which when you're only just over 5 foot is quite a lot. So I think I'm just gonna end up with a big weird seam down the back, annoyingly.
That's really weird. Like, is it going to be hidden under the top part? Is that maybe why they do it that way?
No, because it's the full length.
Oh god. Can you see that, like, on the finished pictures as well? Does it have that weird seam?
Well, it won't. It doesn't show you it from the back.
Hmm.
Like, I don't have much of an option. It's going to have to be cut like that, because physics says that literally there is no other way for this fabric to go. It's just a pain in the ass. Oh well. That's not what I wanted.
You'll make it work.
Oh well. I just wish I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Well, I might want to take some off of it anyway, actually. Give us a second. Hold the phone. Just held the bad boy up. Looks like it will be slightly more than floor length anyway.
Nice.
So if I take some off of the bottom. God, why do we do this for fun?
That's we're insane.
Right, what I'm sort of thinking is that...
Hang on, I have to click to the screen now. 2 secs. Oh, Nice.
With feathery bit and like an asymmetric.
Oh, cool.
Nice. That'll look really cool, Debs.
I've got that one, but it's too neat for a rogue. It looks a bit too royal. So,
To be
not
fair,
sure how.
you can kind of cut it out that way and then kind of just literally just get some scissors and
Yeah.
rag the bottom of it. Or like you do like a scalloped edge if you wanted something like neat but not too neat, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I was just thinking of doing like the top bit separate and then adding the back bit as a separate piece, so that I don't have to waste too much fabric cutting it away and see.
Okay.
I was trying to cut a pattern out and then I keep them to rest my hands and go, nope. My hands don't like using scissors apparently.
Okay, that's more manageable. Now let's see what the fabric says.
I want it longer than Lily's or shorter. Maybe a bit longer.
I love that little cape so much.
I know. It's my first one as well.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Never seen before. And I even added a hood.
Cute.
Sarah's like, I don't know how to do hoods, so I can't tell you. I'm like, well, I've made a sort of jacket for somebody with a hood before. So.
Let's make this a bit shorter. This is the way I work with patterns. I make my own.
Yeah, it's still quite a lot too short.
I know.
Like, I still need to take, like, that amount off of it. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, hopefully the pleats will hide it. I don't think I've got much else of an option, so... Aga! Not what I wanted. Okay, cook.
Kieran says, that looks cool. I don't know what that was in regards to. Might be a little cape. That's my pattern. Woo! It's a bracer pattern. Yay! And then basically I get some lace and lace it up at the bottom.
Sweet Jesus.
It'll obviously be in like leather rather than paper, but... That's a way as well of making it symmetrical, is actually just literally folding a piece of paper in half and doing, oh look, it's symmetrical now, what a surprise. See, Debbie's got her design now, so now she's doing fabric things.
Trying to remember how to do it. Been a while.
Ugh. How did I ever make stuff in that tiny ass flat?
Yeah, I did kind of wonder that. Especially things like your coat and things like that, where I'm just like, that is a bit crazy.
Well, you see, I never finished a coat, so...
That's true.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Ah, Kieran's saying it's a design that Debbie showed that they were getting excited about. Your design is cute. That one daydream saying, went to chuck my phone onto my bed and severely underestimated my strength and chucked my phone way past my bed. Help. That's not the best. But then I can't really say much with my little bowl of water. My plan was to make a pattern and then actually cut out my leather and like do some work on the leather, but no. I'm making a pattern, that's about it.
That weird story ends right now.
I found something in Primark as well. I was like, oh, well, I need to get that.
What?
A raven.
Oh, cute.
Aww. That's really cute.
I love Halloween stuff.
I love it though when you can like design your own character and be like, okay, like you have a lot more freedom with what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like I actually hate the fact that like trying to match something so exactly because I'm rubbish at it. Whereas if I'm designing something myself, I'm like, well, I could try this, and I could try this, and
Mel, keep chatting. The rest of us are using our brains.
I'm trying to use my brain. I'm trying to design stuff. It's not working very well.
What, the designing or your brain?
Both.
Yes, is the answer to that.
I'm trying to think of a pattern I want, like, on her braces. Or her bracer.
Go for a kind of Celtic-y knot thing.
It's funny you should say that.
I would just like go online and find a reference and just like bit of tracing paper.
Yep, pretty much. Because like I've got a tool that I actually haven't used before, but it's basically like a hot knife type tool, but it also engraves onto leather.
This does not sound like a good plan now.
I tried it out last weekend. It was fine. Like last Saturday, I was sat playing with it, and it was fine. I'm not doing it today. That's partly why I'm not doing it today. Like my hands can't take heat today. Sorry. I have kind of got a pattern. I love a little bit of paper that I can just kind of put on there and then tie together. I did something. Yay. Let's see if we can find a little pattern somewhere.
Carrie she's not really given a very detailed description either.
Mm-hmm.
But she seems to be kobold-ish.
Mm.
I think that's what I quite like about the Adventure Zone stuff is some people are given like really intense descriptors and other people aren't, so you do have a little bit more like leeway with what you want to do.
Yeah, like I went a lot off the fan art, but also like I was very much like with Killian, it was like, well, I've got this stuff already, so I've done Legolas for example, and I've done Cassandra, so I've got like quite a lot of fantasy type stuff anyway.
Okay.
So just kind of went with what I already owned. I was like, yeah, throw it all together, it's fine. But also like bearing in mind what the character kind of does as well. So like she runs around a lot and she's a big warrior essentially. She's basically like Cass.
Not that we're typecasting you at all, Mel.
No, not really. But essentially, like it was like, well, okay, she wouldn't necessarily, definitely wouldn't wear anything like girly. She'd wear armor and stuff, but it's different ways you can take that. There you go. Kieran saying, "Yep, I have bright colours and a yellow feather in a hat to go with Johan." Cute. Because Johan is a bard. Funnily enough. Sorry, I keep kind of leaning down to my little bowl of water.
I cut out an extra bit and confused myself. Yes, I have. Because I needed 6, I've cut out 6 and 9. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Well, you're both at the point of cutting, like, sorting out fabric. I'll let Debbie's cut in. Ooh.
I am still decidedly placing.
Debbie's going off her own pattern. That's why.
Yeah. And mine's slightly more simple than Luke's.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Luke doesn't know to quit when he's ahead, so... I've lost an entire box of pins! Ah, over here.
I say that room's not that big.
It is literally the size of my living room was before, so...
I know, it's great.
Are you enjoying having more space, Luke?
Oh my god, words cannot describe, Debbie.
I think it was when we went back to your old flat the other week, and we were just like, how did you live in this space? Such a small space in the old flat. It was just like, oh my god.
I'm still
How
impressed.
we didn't murder each other in there was a goddamn miracle.
Gotta say, like, we all managed to fit in there somehow, like, sitting wherever the hell we could, but... Oh, Debbie, that
To be
fabric
honest,
looks
we had
nice.
3 people over and it was like that in that flat.
Is that your lining
Too much?
fabric, Debs?
Yeah.
See, I like how you were both like, we've got fabric now, we can start work on cloaks, and I'm like,
But I need to have it finished, like, tomorrow.
Ugh.
Now that we're doing everything when you guys are coming up next week, so...
See, I don't have to have anything done.
Yeah, that must be nice, Mel.
Shut
That
up.
must be nice.
It's either that or paint myself green on a Sunday when I go to travel back on the train, and that's not happening. Oh. Plus, like, it works with the characters that you've got. Like, it wouldn't work with Killian, so...
No.
Like, having Taco and Kravitz and Angus sitting there, like, carving pumpkins and things would be super cute.
It should be a fun little shoot, and it should be interesting to see how we manage to pull it off. I've really done studio type stuff before, so this should be funny.
I'm just gonna be running around with the video camera. And with the normal camera, apparently. LOL.
We need to get you trained somehow, Mel.
It's okay. Debbie and Sarah already started. It's fine. Because you know who did some of the shooting of that CMV? Because I literally had to, because it was the 2 of them in shot. Oh wait, no, one of them was where Debbie had to go down the stairs into the suitcase. And literally Sarah could not get low enough because of her ankle to do the shot. So I had to do that one.
She's a silly Billy.
Yep. Like, I was lying on the ground. I think there's a vlog of it, actually. Just lying on the ground and Tina like, yep. Yeah, Kieran, it should be adorable. Like, the Halloween shoot should be fun, but also the Fantastic Beasts CMV should be out next week. It's so good.
Yeah, I saw it for the first time last night, and I was like, this is some cute shit.
I'm glad you were like, oh yeah, I've seen it, and we were like, and
What?
you just said, oh, I've seen it, and we were like, is that good or bad? I didn't want to ask.
Yeah, I said I saw it last night, and it was really good.
Yeah, you did now, but not on the chat. On the chat, you were just like,
I did.
It didn't come through.
No. But yeah, like, it's one of the first ones I've sort of seen from, like, literally from Debbie's storyboarding to kind of to completion, and like even to the point of like having them come over to my house and record the lyrics, for example. It's been an ongoing one for a bit, so so it's quite nice to kind of be involved with the whole process again. It's been a little while since we've done a CMV. And then we just did 2 CMVs back to back, which is great.
I wanted to murder us.
It was more the fact of at Alcon we were busy anyway with panels, and then it was all the CMV times as well. I was just like, I'm tired. Especially the Sunday, like the All-Star one. I had to say to Sarah, I was like, Sarah, can you make sure you really direct me? Because I'm gonna, like, my brain is not working. So even more than usual.
Like, Mel always needs intense direction for stuff, but oh sweet Jesus, you were the walking wounded that week, like.
Yeah. It was bad. Well, especially the Sunday, like, it wasn't too bad on the Fridays, I was still relatively fresh, but I had no sleep all weekend. So it's just like, I'm dying now. But we got there, you know. We did all the cute stuff. Love Star times. It was very much a labour of love. Of like, Debbie and I have been talking about doing this for God knows how long, and we just have never done it. Let's just get on and do this.
Ugh.
Oh, my brain is not working. If I cut it asymmetrically and turn it in the right way, will it still be cut the same way, or will it be the opposite way?
Depends, are you cutting it inside out just now?
Yeah.
If you're cutting it inside out, then what you'll be doing is when you attach the other piece, you'll, like, what I find is if I put like an F and like a B on stuff, so I know what's the front and what's the back, then I can, like, in my head go, okay, so if I do that and then I flip it, and I can see, like, has it still got the F or still got the B on it?
True. Or I can
Because
turn it.
I can't shapes at all. Fun facts about the Banders. So anytime this is probably the only time that I ever do this, while I've been dating Alison, and she's not been here for me to go,
That makes
what
sense.
way
That
round is
Alison can
this?
shape. Yeah, it makes sense that she can shape. You know. See, my spatial awareness is not great, so it's
My spatial awareness is non-existent.
which is partly why I don't really use patterns. I tend to just hang stuff and look at it till pin it till it looks right, because my spatial awareness is not probably good enough to be able to use a pattern properly.
In that case, what I'm going to do is turn it the right way round and cut it the right way round, and then back the other way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Because then you know it's right, yeah. That's what I tend to do, actually. I tend to cut the correct way, and then I'll turn it inside out to, like, do all the seams and stuff.
The first piece has been cut.
Yay!
One of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 of 10.
Oh god.
Oh no, 1 of 12.
Oh no.
I forgot there were still another 2 bits to do after this in the black.
At least you've got your big bit kind of there, and you know that's going to be big enough now.
Oh no, I need to do that again.
Oh god.
Like, I have decidedly double... I have enough to definitely do this on the other side anyway,
That's
so
good.
it'll be fine.
To be fair, it's partly why I always tend to buy more than enough fabric anyway, because I end up screwing something up. Inevitably.
I was a bit stingy just because I knew I was already buying so much fabric for this
True.
one.
True.
That, to be honest, unless I bought double again, if I messed it up, it wasn't going to make any difference. Because the pieces of fabric are so large.
Yeah.
That buying 1 more meter of fabric was not going to fix a big mistake.
True. Like the big pieces and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of big pieces in that. Fun fact though, I ended up applying for a job at my local fabric shop yesterday.
I want you to get that job because I want your nice discount.
I want the... Well, Matt was saying that. He was literally going, if you got a job there though, all your money would just go back into it. I was like, I know. Because it is like... Debbie's been to the big fabric shop. It's a beautiful fabric shop. It's also really cheap. So, like, it's the best of both worlds. Like, if you... It's only
you sent me
like
a picture
northwest.
of the trim and I wanted to go.
I know, right? And that's just some of the trim. Like, at one corner I was like, oh, look at this beaded trim, this is pretty. It's like, if you're in the northwest at all, it tends to be sort of like Liverpool, Manchester, Preston, like, I think North Wales as well. Abercans is amazing. It's also decent prices as well. Like, you can literally go around the whole shop. You can get stuff like, you can get really cheap fabric, but you can also get really nice quality fabric as well. Like, they've got both. They've got everything. But it's not ridiculous prices.
The fabric up here tends to be quite expensive. So.
I know, because I went to that fabric shop with you guys. Was it in Glasgow? Yeah, it was when we were in Glasgow, and I was just like, Blair was like, I spend so much money in here. I was like, Blair, trust me when I say the fabric shop near me has got better quality fabric that's a lot cheaper. It's not 20 quid a metre.
Yeah, in Glasgow you've really only got Remnant Kings or Mandors, and like Remnant King's the one that you went into, the cheap one of the two. So
God. See, it was the same, like, we went to Blackpool, we went to a fabric shop in there, and I was just like, this is rubbish. I'm so spoiled.
Like, Mandors only really does specialty fabric, so you can get, like, your own personal tartan, but you can't buy, like, a drill fabric for less than 11 quid a metre.
Oh my god. To be fair, though, there's a online shop called Minerva Fabrics, I think it is. You can get samples for 99p. So, I just got a ton of samples for, like, what was I looking for? Oh wait, I was looking for, like a green leather. And I got a ton of samples and just chose the best one out of them. Because I'm like, for 99p, I'm like, eh. At least then you can see what you're getting as well. You can feel it and see the colour and stuff. Because I'm a colour snob, like, that's one thing I am a snob about is colour.
See, because I just knew that the colours I was... Because I ordered the fabric for this online. Just to make this story make sense. And I knew that all I needed, as long as it was black,
yeah,
it was fine. And as long as the other colour was, like, vaguely neutral, so I've got a kind of dark brown and, like, dull kind of copper sort of paisley for the lining, which will be okay for cravats, and it'll be okay for anything else I could possibly want to do with this cloak as well, so...
Oh that makes sense. Like that kind of stuff is like, yeah, if you don't need the colour to be super exact, like you're absolutely fine with it. Kieran's saying, I envy that fabric shop. There aren't any decent shops really near me. I finally found a pretty good market stall yesterday, only to find it's closing down soon. Boo! Someone else was saying market stalls. I think Alice was looking for somewhere like that sells really good quality fur. Like fake fur or whatever for costumes. And someone was saying sort of in Birmingham there's like a really good market stall apparently. Wolf Starship is saying hi, hello, welcome to the stream. I've got water everywhere on this floor now, it's great. Ugh. But yeah, I am very blessed with the fabric shop near me. It is very good.
Where's that little square? I missed that bit of stuff. Where are you?
It's not over in your other pile of fabric, is it?
No. It's a tiny, tiny little bit of pattern. I just realised I don't have it. That's mine.
Was it in the middle of that other big piece of pattern? Because it looks
No,
like
it's not. Because I know I've cut it out, so I'm just making sure I haven't, like, thrown it to one side. Because it's literally only... I'm out the shot of the camera. Like,
yeah, but I'm looking at I'm looking at your big pattern on the floor, and it looks like there's a small square on it, like near where the tape is.
Oh, that is it!
See?
Thank you, Mel!
I was like, there looks like there's a small bit there.
Good enough. Mel's practice.
Kieran saying I went to Nottingham. Apparently, used to be a whole market there just for fabric. Now there's only 2 stores. God damn, that's bad. Like I've heard Birmingham's good for fabric.
Anymore,
I've heard Birmingham's good for fabric. London's good for fabric, but like nobody wants to go to those 2 places if they're really far from you.
You just don't get a lot of people sewing anymore.
No. See, to be fair, my place does do online orders. So if like if you sort of saw something on the shop, for example, that you wanted me to go look at, I could go look at it for you and take a picture of it in the shop and make sure it was good quality and stuff before you actually bought it.
I'm weird about fabric. Sometimes I will only buy it if I've seen it, and other times I literally just don't care. And it makes no sense, the ones that I care and the ones that I don't care about.
See, I'm a fabric snob. Like, that is one thing that I am, is a fabric snob and a colour snob. Now, after cosplay. I blame cosplay for it. I literally went around the whole of Preston looking for a specific colour green towel that I wanted. And I couldn't see it anywhere, and we ended up ordering it online like 2 weeks after I was supposed to have finished the tiling project. Oh well. Colour snob. I knew exactly what colour I wanted though. I wanted like a dark green.
There's nothing worse than knowing exactly what colour you want.
That's like, I want a dark green, so it'll go with the counter, and it'll go with with the white, so like I want to checkerboard it, and that's what I want. And nothing else will do. And so yeah, the tiling project is still not finished in my kitchen. It's all good. But that's also where like cosplay comes in useful, because I'm like, well, I can do it with clothes and stuff and make my own costumes and things. Why the hell can't I just tile my own kitchen? I've done 2 rows, that's about it.
It's a slightly different skill set.
Yeah, but it's kind of the skill set of let's give it a go and see what it come out with kind of thing. And it looks okay so far. I just know it's a very slow process because I've been away at cons all summer. Lol. Kieran saying, lack of interest or need seemed to be why this guy was closing his stall. Gave me all of what he had left of his red velvet for free though, since he didn't have as much as I needed. That's pretty cool.
Aw.
Like I said, Minerva Fabrics is very good. I recommend that one. If you want to like look online for somewhere. Or like I said, Abacans, they have actually have a website as well. And I can go and check it out in the shop itself if you want. Or if you're in the northwest anywhere, you can go and actually go to a shop.
I might have to do that with Mute because I want to make his coat.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
Yeah.
Might be worth getting some of the samples from Minerva though. Yeah,
They're very expensive.
Fair. I bet they'll have some more wool blends though coming into the Abacans soon because it'll be winter times.
I wanted to do wool blend for this quote, but then I was like, nah man, that's 15 meters of wool blend.
It's also very warm.
Yeah, but just, it hangs so nice. But sometimes you have to be like, I'm not actually using this as a cloak that I'm going to wear to and from everywhere.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be made out of what it would actually be made out of.
Well, like I said, I used a cotton linen blend for Eponine's skirt just because of the fact that it was like, well, yeah, I can. It's lighter. I wonder where their actual stores are.
You would have died in a wool blend coat in that blooming costume. Not a wool blend skirt.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want it. I was like, no. I went around the whole shop looking, because all I needed was a brown, really. I was like, I don't really need like a specific colour or anything like that. Well, there's one in Bolton as well, apparently. Okay. Stoke, Preston, North Wales, Manchester, Chester, and then like a load in Liverpool. It's very much a Northwest brand. Oh, and apparently Estonia and Latvia. Just go there to get some fabric. And just see where these actual fabric shops are.
I haven't worked out what our local fabric shop is here yet. Ugh. Now to do the rest. Like, the actual sewing of it is so quick compared to the prep. It's insane.
That's possibly why I'm a little bit lazy with patterns and stuff, because I'm just like, I can't be bothered. It takes too long. I'm going to look now. I'm going to look up what your fabric shops are.
Go for it.
There's one called Edinburgh Fabrics. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, there's a Remnant Kings, apparently. They're all going to be in the city centre, I think. Oh, let's have a look. Edinburgh Fabrics.
Oh, jeez. Just finding heavy stuff to hold my pattern down.
Doesn't give any prices, that worries me slightly.
Remnant Kings?
No, for Edinburgh Fabrics.
Oh yeah, like it'll cost a fortune from there. It's got Edinburgh in the title. Don't be daft.
Oh god, there's actually loads of fabric shops. There's loads. One called Fabric. Oh, there's loads. Let's just have a look.
Oh, this is gonna be a dick to fit in. No matter what way I fold it to get the fold at the top that I want, it doesn't go.
Oh no.
Ah! So I'm gonna have another join. Bugger! My kingdom for this goddamn fabric just to sit how I want it to.
Johnny Lee Gaming saying raw. Hello, welcome. Kieran's saying, managed to get everything for Johan and Mug, but we'll keep it in mind when it comes to Inquisitor next year. If only I wasn't in the east. I'm like, yeah, I know, if you just were a bit further over this way, you'd be alright.
Oh, it just fits!
Oh, yes!
Yay.
I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna take you off the...
Magical mystery tour.
Yeah. Just so you can see how close the... how close the line is
That's
between one pattern and the next.
That's very close.
I have about 3/4 of an inch.
Not even that, mate.
That. God damn it, Kravitz. You extra piece of shit. Ugh. Right. Now to pin all of this.
You sorting your lining out down, Debs?
Yeah. We moved the sofa back to where it used to be, and I'm regretting it because I've got nowhere to put anything now.
Oh no.
I'm like, no, it's winter. We won't do any like cosplay. We've got no cons.
What a silly, silly sausage. This is the time you actually make all the things. Johnny's asking, do you watch anime? Not really.
I watch some, but Alison's the real and Alison and Blair probably watch most of all others. Why? What is the question or recommendation?
I don't know. Kieran's saying it'd be so easy for me to get over there too if not for the Peak District. It always makes getting over there take way longer than it would. I know, it's really annoying. You have to like go down to Manchester and then come back up, which is really stupid. Or go over, you go up to Carlisle and go over. One or the other. Also makes it really expensive. God damn. I don't like going over to the east, going away from the West Coast main line. It makes it pricey. Getting to Edinburgh is
Well, I'm
pricier than it
sorry,
used to
if
be.
Alison wasn't smart and got a new job, then we would still live in Glasgow.
This is true. It's okay, it was still like Considering the first time I looked and went, no, I don't love you enough for £100 train ticket. So then looked again and went, no, I'm just being stupid.
Yeah, because I was like, that's like 3 times as much as the ticket that I sent you for a return. So.
But yeah, I was a bit spoilt with, Preston to Glasgow used to be about 20 quid, so. It cost me less money than going to Manchester sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like it was less that it's super expensive to get here, and it's more that it was obnoxiously cheap to get to Glasgow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, Like, it's a relatively normal price. It's not like getting to London, come on.
Few things are as bad as trying to get to London.
Yeah.
While still trying to get to Bristol.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bristol's more expensive than London. I did look, Debu, and I went, no, cannot afford those pennies.
Give you a bit of money towards it if you wanted to come down.
It's time off as well, to be fair. Before Christmas would be a bit of a pain. The best thing about the fact that I can go to Edinburgh is I could just nip up there in a couple of hours and be back down. So, not so much for Bristol. Kieran's saying getting to Manchester or Liverpool is the expensive ones for me. Everything on the east is dirt cheap. There's nothing here. Yeah, like.
You should go to SunnyCon next year.
You should. Well, I know they were meant to go this year and then couldn't in the end because the trains were a pain. So.
Oh
no. Johnny's saying you should watch Fairy Tail or Boku no Hero Academia. Yeah, I'm the best person at reading anime names.
Alison used to be a massive fan of Fairy Tail, and I believe she still watches Boku no Hero.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard her mention it.
I tried Fairy Tail. I didn't enjoy it. It's not my usual. Or it should be, but it's not. I like Deep Freeman and Tsubasa and things like that, but just didn't get on with Fairy Tail.
I don't like really long anime. I just don't. I'm like, no, this is far too much time that you're wanting from me.
I just don't really watch anime.
Oh, Alison's home.
Yay. Kieran's saying London is one of the few super easy places for me to get to. God damn. Like, it's relatively easy for me to get to, it's just also really expensive for me to get to.
Like, London's probably easier for us now that we're on the East Coast.
It'll be easy for you guys if you wanted to fly down as well. Like, it'd probably be a lot cheaper as well, actually. Oh, Kieran's saying I plan to go to SunnyCon. Yay!
SunnyCon is really, really good.
If I know people going and get the money, I will go next year. Well, yeah, we will probably end up going. Because we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's one of the ones that Sarah and I have said that if we get the opportunity to do it, that's the one we will do.
Yeah.
It was just such a good time. It was so well run, and it was just like our type of con.
Yeah, there was a lot of decent panels. There was obviously the dealers were amazing. It's just a really friendly crowd. I always liked the Newcastle crowd anyway. I used to do a lot of cons in Newcastle, crew a lot of them, and the guys in Newcastle tend to be very sort of chill and very friendly. So I tend to like the crowd up there anyway. But yeah, it was really nice.
Hey, Peanut.
Hello. I'll come to join you.
Yeah, there's no space.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Alison.
How are you getting on?
Oh, it's been fun, Alison.
Oh, that did not sound like it had been fun.
So the fabric for Kravitz wants everything to be done on a fold. But look at the size of this bit of stuff. It's so big that it was made out of 2 bits I had to tape together from the pattern sheet. Now, think about the standard size of a bit of fabric.
Yeah.
Can you see how this may cause a small problem? Look at the seam allowance that I've got between the last 2 panels. Hence, I don't have an allowance between the last 2 panels.
I've just realised though, Luke, why it's done that, because it's asking you to do it on the bias so it hangs nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just realised why it's done that.
But that's not how fabric works, Mel.
Nope.
So I would have needed another like 10 meters of the stuff.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because I bought the amount that it said that I needed to do the thing. So I'm like, thank you. I'm not sure if it's Simplicity or McCall's, but I'm calling bullshit.
Simplicity.
Simplicity, my arse.
Wolf Starship is asking, where are you all in Welcome to Nightville? I know Debbie's up to date.
I'm technically up to date because Alison is.
I don't think I've listened to the most recent episode.
I am way far behind, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I know I didn't need to know for the live show, but I wanted to.
Did you get
Yeah,
up?
that makes sense. How was the live show, by the way?
So good.
So
It
good.
was like really interactive as well.
That's cool.
If you want to help, you can.
Mm-hmm. What do you want?
If pin the 2 bits of fabric that are on top together,
Okay.
so then I know that I've got whatever this is at the back together, so that I can use the thing to pin the rest.
Kieran's saying, I think Edinburgh to London train is actually the same one I get. Stops at the random little town next to mine. Well, that's good to know. If it's easy for you to get to, then it means it probably is the one that comes straight from Edinburgh, straight down the East Coast.
Well, we say easy, we mean expensive.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy for me to get to London. I can get to London in 2.5 hours. It also costs me 90 quid, usually.
If we really wanted to, we could fly to London,
And that would be incredibly easy. But
No, it wouldn't, because we'd need to get to the airport first.
that's just 2 buses.
Well, that's just 2 buses. No, that doesn't make something easy when you've got luggage. As soon as you're having more than one mode of transport on it, I stop counting it as being easy.
We need to get one of those buses to the train anyway, so.
Yeah, and it's not easy on the train either.
Plus, if you're flying, you have to have a small suitcase. Debbie knows that pain of flying to cons.
Ugh.
Pay for extra suitcases.
Yeah, I would just pay for the extra suitcase,
What we did for Sunny.
Kieran agrees and says the live show is great. Wolf Starship is saying I want to go to a live show, but it's a school week where I live and it's too late. Yeah, that's to be honest, that's kind of why I didn't go to, because there was one in Manchester, and I was like, I could go, but it's a Wednesday or a Thursday or something, and I was like, by the time I get back from Manchester, because it's a good hour to Manchester, I'm like, it'll be really late because I've got to go to work the next day.
Live shows are actually longer as well than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It
Well, if
started
you're out there for half an hour, then it would feel like a bit of a waste, seeing as
Yeah.
you'd be paying for £1 a minute for your ticket.
But at the same time, I didn't think they could get that much into it, but they did.
That's good. That's good.
The live shows are really good.
I probably would have gone if I'd had someone else around here that I could have gone with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kieran's saying normally about £35-ish for my stop, so I imagine more from Edinburgh itself. Yeah. I know your Yorkshire-ish way, so yeah.
And then I need to do all this again.
Kieran's saying it was about 11 o'clock by the time they got home, but it was a Saturday. Yeah, that's not too bad on a Saturday. I probably would have gone if it had been on a weekend, but I think it was just on a weekday, so I was like, yeah, I can't really do that.
Yeah, ideally. It just makes it
We
easier.
got home after midnight.
Heck, I'm doing.
Because a good 45-minute bus ride to ours,
Hmm.
and we needed to eat beforehand as well, like because we got to town too late to eat.
Hmm.
So we went up to the pancake place.
Pancakes got pancakes.
Yeah, she did.
Knew somebody would have to say it.
Kind of have to at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just stream going. Story of our goddamn lives. Bandersnatch. Keep the meme going.
You need that side up the thing done as well.
You let me finish.
Might not have enough feathers.
No, you need some more feathers, Debbie.
Could you pin black to the black on that as well?
Yeah, and take her off.
It'll
Yeah.
be like trim though, where you need 50,000 meters more than you think you're gonna need, because it has to go along all the meterage of fabric.
Yeah.
You probably want to measure how many meters wide it is, like for the actual like the length of the cloak, 'cause it's the round bit of the cloak, and then like measure that and like double it.
Oh, more than double it.
Well, yeah, how many layers you want, because I know you want a few layers, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Those feathers look cool though.
Very pretty.
How are you going to attach them though?
They've come on a row of fatless, like already sewn into fabric.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
That's going to be hand stitching though, you know that.
Yeah.
Or, if you get like tissue paper and put that on either side of them, you might be able to put it through the sewing machine and then rip the paper off.
Okay.
Depends how good your sewing machine is.
Well, Sarah says it's a beast, so.
Yeah, Sarah also killed hers, and then you were daft enough to let her near yours.
I didn't think about it, I'll be honest. To order some more.
Mm. Oh, Caitlin is not our Caitlin, another Caitlin. Caitlin O'Connor is saying they can be machine stitched. I've done it before on something. That's good to know. And Kieran's agreeing that hand stitching is the devil. I'm in that hell right now. See, I'm one of those weird people that actually quite likes it.
So does Sarah.
Alison doesn't mind either. I despise hand stitching.
Like, I don't mind it. Like, if I could do it in the machine, I would.
Yeah, like if I can machine it, I will. But like if it's like something like beaded trim that can't go through the machine without breaking my machine to hell.
It doesn't fill me with rage the same way it fills you with.
Oh, all I can think the entire time is this would have taken me 30 seconds to sew a machine.
See, I quite like it because I just stick something on like Netflix or something, and just sit and like sew, and not have to sit at the desk or anything, and just sit and sew.
See, I do not have the depth perception to be able to multitask like that.
Thing is, I do it a lot anyway, where I'll like have something on in the background on Netflix, so it'd be like a movie I've seen a million times or something, or something I'm not really bothered about watching super carefully.
There we go.
Kieran's saying I like it for about half an hour until I get impatient. See, I genuinely can quite happily sit there for a while with it. Oh, Caitlin O'Connor's saying, takes a lot of pins though, and you just need a basic stitch and a lot of patience because you need to be slower, but I've done it on stretchy fabric as well, for the feathers. So that's good. It makes sense it needs to be slower because it needs to go through the feathers. Well, I imagine if you're sewing along that bit with the fabric on as well, you're basically just sewing that fabric, aren't you, essentially, to it.
Yeah.
But you probably do need to be a lot slower to not break the feathers.
Yeah.
Still better than hand sewing, though.
Should be fine.
Kieran's saying it's why I'm listening to so much Adventure Zone again, though. Because they're hand sewing, which makes sense.
To be honest, I think last time that I hand sewed, I was also listening to the Adventure Zone. I was doing taco, the beaded trim on taco's hats.
Well, to be fair, that's why when I saw that beaded trim the other day in the shop, I was just thinking of you with all your random cosplays with beaded trim.
I am a big fan of adding beaded trim to everything because it makes it look like you know what you're doing. Oh man, my shoulders.
Like the long edge as well.
Look at this sleepy mug. There's a sleepy cat next to me.
Did you see that Mel got done fucked herself with?
Yeah. Sip didn't like you.
No, it didn't. There's a reason I'm like kind of sitting here not doing anything, kind of occasionally dipping my hands in a bowl of cold water.
She's a goober.
But I have a cat. He's a very sleepy boy.
Have you got like Savlon or anything to put on it once your hands have cooled down a
You're not
bit?
really supposed to put anything on it, really.
Savlon's not too bad because it's not like you're not supposed to put butter or anything like that on it because it'll just lock in the heat. But Savlon will it won't trap the heat, but it'll disinfect and get moisturised.
It's basically it is.
I think
It's like a disinfectant, basically.
Yeah, possibly. I'll have to go have a look in a bit. Trying to say it's not too bad. It's just it stings a lot. So I know it's not going to blister because I got to it quick enough, but it just keeps stinging. If I do too much with my hands, so I was making a pattern before, but it hurt my hands too much.
Not worth it.
Exactly. Oh no, my plan today was to literally sit and do some stuff with heat, which is fun. So I was like, no, I won't be doing that today though. Stupid me.
You said it, not us, Mel.
Oh no, Matt also told me that I had zero on decks. It's all good.
I don't know if you talked about this on stream, but how we were talking in the chat earlier about the D&D equivalent makeup of Bandersnatch.
Yes,
it's all bards, one rogue and one magic user.
Goddamn bards.
You say that? Was that Mel or was that Debbie?
Me.
Mel.
I said, because I was going to say, you're one of them, you prick.
Goddamn bards.
In all fairness, considering we're a performance group, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. You go, but I wouldn't be a bard. I'm like, you would. Similar.
Blair's one of the worst ones.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're a very sleepy boy.
I am indeed, Mel. I have to do it all again and I'm in fuck. You hate yourself. Because I'm sewing a cape.
Yeah.
It's gonna look really fucking cool when I'm done. But until that point, I'm still cutting out fabric.
Every time you decide to do a big sewing project and you actually start on it, you fucking hate sewing.
See, it's the actual sewing part I don't mind.
You just hate sewing projects. It's like putting stuff through the machine is the tiniest bit of any sewing project. That is the one bit that you tolerate.
No, I quite like ironing it afterwards.
Oh god, no. Why?
Because I've made...
Stuff stuck to
I
your
know, I've
face,
got
you
everything
poor.
stuck to my face. I'm just a mess.
See, to be honest, I usually just don't bother ironing it after because I know it's just going to get shoved in a suitcase. And then I need to iron
See,
it when I
I've made this out of linen. It's getting ironed, Mel.
Well, you know where your mistake was.
Well, it was make it out of linen, or the next kind of thing that would have looked and hung as well was wool. So
Dear well.
I was more thinking
And
that,
expensive.
yeah.
To be fair,
To be fair, I
cotton
was gonna
linen is not too bad. Like,
was going to say, you don't actually iron when you're at cons. That's been me who does it for you.
Yeah, Mel's never ironed in her life.
hey, I ironed your shit last time. Don't even start.
No, you didn't. You
Yes, I
left
did.
them and I had to iron them the next morning.
No, I ironed your stuff. When you gave me stuff to iron, I ironed your stuff.
I'm calling bullshit.
I'm going to agree with Luke on this one.
Either that, or maybe you ironed it, but you ironed it so badly that I had to re-iron it the next morning.
I ironed your Marius stuff, I think you'll find.
Oh, no, you just ironed it really badly then.
I'm bad. I hate ironing, man.
I don't mind ironing, I'm just shit at it.
As she is. But you do try, and that's, like,
Terrifying.
and that's terrifying.
Caitlin's asking, best line to ever come out of a campaign you've been in? I haven't really done D&D.
I would love to do D&D, but I would have to quit everything else, because I wouldn't have time.
Every now and again, like, we try to set up something, but we get, like, 20% into the planning stages of it, and then forget about it.
Like, half of the people we were supposed to be starting a campaign with, or, like, a quarter of them, are now live in Switzerland. So, so that puts a bit of a dampeners on that part of it.
See, I used to go to a club every Sunday, but does like you do like 8 to 12 week sessions, and it'd be different campaigns, and then you join in a different one after the 8 to 12 weeks. And we were doing a D&D one, and most of us were older, but James, bless him, was just turned 18 at the time.
Oh.
And we were like, oh, you know, there's a trapdoor. Do you want to open it? All of us start singing, don't you open that trapdoor. And James just looks at us really confused.
Oh,
Like, too young. So, yeah.
Lol.
Don't you open that trapdoor. Which, actually, I don't think is an American thing, so sorry about that.
It was a weirdly scary kid show.
It was great.
It was amazing.
It's the kind of thing that I could not watch, because if I'm an anxiety-ridden adult, I was just like a shaky chihuahua mess of a child.
Oh, no.
Like, everything just stressed me out. I couldn't watch like the Queen's Nose and stuff like that.
Oh, I love
I was just
Queen's
like,
Nose.
no, you're gonna do it wrong. You do this every single day. Why are you like this?
No, my favourite one is the clangers.
Oh, the clangers, the texture of them makes me want to hurl. It got me thinking about clangers. Oh man, I want to peel my skin off.
I'm possibly too old for you guys, but stop it and tidy up.
Oh, yeah.
What? Well, I was too busy having a existential crisis over the clangers. What would you say?
Stop it and tidy up.
No,
No.
that was just something I was told.
That's okay. We're just old. It's fine.
Did they have TV when you were wee, Mel?
Shut up.
I know, I'm just enjoying this couple of months where I'm younger
Oh,
than
no. Sticks was Debbie's time, Mel. They didn't have sticks, they just had rocks. Sticks were yet to be invented.
I'm gonna hurt you.
I'm sorry, but you opened it up. You're like, oh no, we're too old. I was like, well.
Kieran's saying, same, in the summer I was meant to start a campaign with a group of friends. We got as far as, here, have a look at this rulebook. Yeah.
that is the downside, is especially with things like D&D, they have so many rules.
Yeah.
I quite like 7th Sea because it's not as rulesy, it's more cinematic, and you can kind of get away with the rule of cool. Like, if you describe it well enough and your DM's cool, you get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's talking about their favourite kids shows now.
I'm trying to think of what didn't stress me out as a child.
Nothing.
Nothing. You're like, wow, that makes so much sense. I think I just watched Disney's Robin Hood on loop for like the entirety of my childhood. And like the first like 3 episodes of, I remember at the video store, there was like, I obviously didn't know at the time because I was like 5, but they had like, I was just obsessed with Robin Hood. Like that was just me as a child. I just hit stuff with sticks and pretend I was Robin Hood. And there was like this anime of Robin Hood.
Okay.
And like I just kept getting my dad to take out this one video. It only had 3 episodes. It wasn't even a movie. He was like, you can't get that again. I was like, please. It had a proper like early 90s anime villain in it as well. Oh no, though his hair was amazing. I wanted to be him. He was really cool. But it was like quite clearly what Japan thought people wanted from a Robin Hood anime. And my 5-year-old heart was won over. That was all I watched ever. Because everything else gave me the fear. It was really crap.
Just like Peter Pan and the Pirates of Darkwater.
Oh, I love Dreadwall.
Don't know that one.
Well, I know the book, but...
I know the I never knew it was like...
It was a TV show, it was amazing!
Really?
Yeah! I'm amazed because like if I was to say anyone else that I knew who would be absolutely out of their mind over Redwall the cartoon show, it would have been Debbie.
Let's look it up.
No, see, Animals of Farthing Wood.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
No, I think that one scared me as well.
See, you'd have
Well,
liked that
yeah.
one. Why would that one have scared you?
Oh, come on, it was like Game of Thrones with animals.
It was.
Oh, wait a sec, that's the one with like the pure graphic, like bleeding neck stumps on like hairs
yeah.
and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Watership Down.
Oh, yeah, that's Watership Down, yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I thought Animals of Farthingwood was just like one that only like gave me.
No,
terror.
it was terrifying.
The Moomins terrified me as well.
No,
I love the movie.
I like had an ongoing fear for like a proper 10 years of like the Hattie Fatteners. You know, the big long wiggly things, which is hilarious because I live with a big long pale wiggly thing that glows in the dark. So
Kieran's
no, I was
saying-
terrified of those. Though in fairness, like I saw all like I don't know if it was just the episodes that I tuned in on, but it was always the properly like dark one.
There was one that really like freaked me out where I don't remember the Moomins very well, but there's like one of the kids like crawls into a magic hat and it comes out looking like
That's
sort of like lemur looking thing and no one
Alison.
recognises him.
Alison, that's the first fucking episode.
Yeah.
That's what it sets you up with. You're like, oh,
Well, I never watched them in
Scandinavians.
order.
Yeah, no, that's the first one. So I went back to try and like cleanse myself of the fear, and I was like, holy shit, this is scary as an adult. This was like 2 years ago.
Kieran's saying, I was just a strange child who loved all the mildly creepy 70s kid shows. And then Caitlin's saying, Farthing Whip was like Watership Down. It actually was, to be fair, now I remember back. I'm like, but I remember me and my younger sister watching it, and like, we didn't really watch, like, because I had 2 younger sisters, and one of them was 5 years younger. So we didn't, like, really watch anything really bad, because we were like, we can't watch it because the one that's 5 years younger is with us. So, like, I never really watched Buffy or anything, because it was always like, oh no, that's going to be too graphic for your little sister, kind of thing.
Like, I think I literally, all I watched was Robin Hood on loop, and Star Trek with my parents. Like, that was it.
And the Aristocats, because your dad loves it.
And the Aristocats, because my dad was like, yes, little child loves the Aristocats. I liked cats, it was okay, but like my dad really liked the Aristocats. Like, he would try and sing the songs, and if any of you have ever met my dad, and Mel's met my dad cannot carry a tune for shit. Like,
flashbacks to Eurythmics.
That is the only song that my dad can hum and you can vaguely tell what it's supposed to be, and it's the Eurythmics. And even then, it's touch and go sometimes. Oh, like my brother and I are quite musical, which is the weird thing. Whereas my mum's worse. Like, apparently when we were like kids in the car, she'd put in like a little tape. We would tell her just to say the words, Mummy. Don't sing, just say the words, Mummy. Just say the words. Savaged by a 3-year-old. Just say Mummy, don't sing.
Caitlin's saying, then there is Plague Dogs, that's worse, a man straight up blows his head off.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
actually
know
read
that one.
I read The Plague Dogs.
Oh.
My mum lent me that book, but I was like, I was really into books and stuff when I was a kid, so.
Oh, same.
What was that other film I really liked? Was it The Secret of Nim?
Oh yeah! Oh my god, yeah, we read that at school and then watched like the cartoon of it.
Yeah,
I really liked Justin the Rat.
Yeah, same.
He was cool.
He was well did.
Good guy, Justin the Rat.
What was that Dragon one we watched at school, Debs? They won't remember it because they'll be way too young for that.
Dragon one? What, Puff
Oh
Magic?
no, wait, was this one of the learning ones?
Yeah! Yeah, man.
I think I know this one.
I thought you were doing way too young for this one.
Yeah, no, we watched it in school, but it was like on a cassette.
Yeah.
I can just weirdly remember like the set.
It was
and, like,
really intricate. I'm trying to remember what it bloody was now.
And like flashes of it, because there was like a book or something, and it was like your standard kids have travelled to this place kind of thing through a book or something.
Yeah, it was. However, I'm struggling to find it. Oh, what's it called?
I'm now just like trying to think of what I watched as a kid. And it's mostly anything that had castles or dragons in it. How did I end up liking Dragon Age, he wonders. If it didn't have castles, dragons, or knights in it, I just didn't. Or space. I didn't particularly care.
Yeah, we'll get some more boring.
Because Quest for Camelot. I fucking love that movie.
I will be right back.
And what was the Dragonheart movies?
Yep.
It's okay, I'm only crying out all of my feelings.
It's Sean Connery that does the voice of the dragon in it, isn't it?
Yeah!
It's one of those things, it's like you always forget that it's Christian Bale that dubs Hill when Hill's moving.
Oh no, I don't! It gives me great joy, because every now and again you'll stop and I'll be like, I'm back there. Like in the back of my head. It makes that film so much more fun.
Like it's good anyway, but that makes it better.
It's one of my favourite Studio Ghibli films, but oh my god, that does improve it vastly. What other shit did I watch? Or get really scared by? I got scared by most. Queen's Nose was just fear.
Queen's Nose was
Tracy Beaker gave me the fear as well. Like anything where I knew someone was going to do something really fucking stupid and they were going to do it anyway. I was like, no, I can't watch this because I know you're going to do something really, really bad without fail. What else did I not like watching? Or actually like watching? It's probably easier just to...
Love the Sword and Stone. That was a good movie.
I didn't really like the Sword and the Stone, which is weird because you would think, like with
Dragons, Camelot.
Dragons.
castles, dragons, and literally Arthur, then that would have been my jam. But no.
There's also all the Disney movies as well, which is why Debbie and I are both like, yeah, Beauty and the Beast and like Little Mermaid and.
Beauty and the Beast was one of the few ones that I enjoyed, but I just like even as a kid, like I loved like the music in it. I think it's the bit that they now use at the start of Evermore. The song that they did in the remake, and the like that little refrain. Oh my god, that gives me chills every time I hear it. Like that's some good shit. Somebody did a good with that musical number.
Well, it was Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, I think, were done by the same people. And that's why I like both of
I
them.
didn't really like Aladdin. It took away from Robin Hood time.
See, I loved Aladdin, I loved Beauty and the Beast. Like, those are my two.
It's
And then,
Aladdin.
like, Little Mermaid was like the first one that I actually saw in the cinema, I think.
I think mine was Mulan.
Mulan.
There you go, that's the age difference.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I was 2 or 3
I was gonna
Mulan came out.
I was gonna say, you're only a year younger than me. Don't go on this shit up. No, I love Mulan.
Like, it wasn't as if there was gonna be another one before that.
Kieran says, I used to love this show, Lady Lovely Locks, but I swear I was the only person to have ever seen it. I've never heard of it.
That weirdly the name rings a bell, but I don't think it's the kind of show I would have watched.
I just remembered what the dragon one was called. It's called Through the Dragon's Eye.
Yes! That was the one I watched!
Yep.
I was just like, it made sense, and it was the same one.
That is quite weird though, that literally, yeah, there's a big gap between us, but we still watch the
Yeah,
same
but
stuff.
schools don't buy new stuff
No,
in.
of course they don't. But it's also like, it's an easy thing for them to do, just chuck a video on for half an hour, yeah!
See, the annoying thing was, they never let us finish it.
No!
I have no idea how that ends to this day.
God damn. That's just cruel. Oh no,
I don't
actually,
think
it does make sense.
a lot of
because
other kids in my class gave two sort of wibbly fucks about it, so...
It makes sense, actually, because we both kind of grew up in the Scottish education system. And it makes sense that Debbie hasn't seen it because it probably wasn't used.
No.
There you go.
But the thing was, it was painfully English.
It was very painfully English.
Come along, Peter, let's go see the dragon. I didn't even know my voice could still do that. But yeah, it would have made more sense if it was shown down south.
Apparently Lady Lovely Locks was terrible at
Yeah, they haven't shown it down there. It made children cry.
It was quite scary.
See, I think they showed us it like weirdly late. Like I think we watched it in like primary 5 or something like that.
Wow, that is really late.
Yeah,
Like I remember I was in like
time up till then. We
primary
didn't have
3, 4, I think, when I was watching it. Definitely primary 3.
Oh no, like we had a good 2 years on you, so I think it was. There's nothing else for them to watch, and it's getting into summer. Let's just put this on.
Keep them quiet.
Caitlin's saying 2 school video series I do remember. The one with the time travelling grandpa and the one with the card suits as monarchs teaching maths. I don't remember either one of those.
Nope.
I remember the ones with the card suits as monarchs teaching maths. but I feel like that was like a small part of a bigger show.
Who knows?
Like, we had a weirdly large number of maths-related educational videos at my school. Because there was one that was on, like, a cruise ship.
We didn't really do many educational videos. I think I remember seeing, like, one.
There was 60 of us in a class. They had to do anything to shut us up for 2 minutes.
See, I just remember that one, really. It's like the one meme. And that and Narnia was, like, another one that I used to just put on, but it wasn't educational.
It was Land Before Time.
See, we never had we didn't really have non-educational videos that they put on, so they would just keep putting on, like...
You know what it was? It was Land Before Time if you were in, like, the lower half of primary school, and if you were in the upper half of primary school, it was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
See, I would have kept Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in the educational ones, because they made us watch that as, like, part of, like, religious studies when we will only talk about Christianity.
Yeah.
Which
See,
is
I
not
just
even-
remember... Like, I think we
Welcome
talked...
to non-denom in Scotland, where they make you say the Lord's Prayer every morning.
Oh no, we didn't have that.
We did!
Yeah, but like there was what, 5 of you in a class.
Big school.
You oh no, not the big school. You have to move.
I love how this is deviated into... Let's just talk about kids' TV shows, because they're fun.
Hey, I'm still sewing or trying to cut fabric so I
To be
can.
fair, Debbie and I have kind of used that to our advantage of X-Men Evolution. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I started watching like that didn't come out till a good point later after I'd already like cried myself to sleep over standard kids TV. So
Like, Sarah tends to do a lot of stuff from kids' TV, actually. She tends to have more kids' TV cosplays, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Biker Mice, for example.
see, I never saw Biker Mice until like much later.
I've still never seen it.
But I remember there being a book of Biker Mice from Mars at my nursery school. And obviously I was in nursery school, so I couldn't fucking read. But I loved looking at the pictures.
I've never seen it.
I used to.
I used to watch Ninja Turtles, but that was about it.
Yeah.
I never got into Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
I did.
I like Ninja Turtles. I like Power Rangers.
There was no bows and arrows. There was no castles. Where are the dragons? Nothing for me here.
I liked X-Men as well.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
It's probably why I'm kind of weird about sci-fi stuff now, is that I'm like, no, Star Trek or nothing, shiny or nothing, go away.
Yeah, you're gonna like the new Star Trek one that's just come out on Netflix. There's only 3 episodes.
No, because
so
I've
far.
seen how complicated the uniform is.
I know, right?
Let's make it up of tiny, tiny Star Trek insignias. That'll be great. Pricks.
But it's really pretty. It's very pretty.
In all fairness.
It's
like,
even got Doug Jones in it. I love Doug Jones.
It's
The
got
only thing that
Lucius
can make
in
it better is if Doug Jones and Mark Strong in it. Then I would
It's
just be
got
like, oh
Lucius
well,
in
I'm
it.
just gonna die happy now.
It's got what's his face in it?
Jason Isaacs.
Yeah, Jason Isaacs. Got him in it.
Not as good as Mark Strong, but still a pretty good guy.
Lucius protests over there.
Lucius.
Lucius.
I love because whenever Jason Isaacs turns up and stuff, because I love just remembering that he's a comedian. Like, I just like, oh yeah, that's that guy that's a comedian that's really good at playing baddies.
Apparently, Biker Mice is very much like Ninja Turtles in its setup, except of course with alien mice and motorbikes. It makes sense because it's a very similar kind of premise, really.
I feel like there was an awful lot of overlap.
It is actually fun cosplaying from something that people remember from their childhood, though. Like when we cosplay X-Men Evolutions, like that. Remember that first con we went to? I think it was Kitta, where it was just like, yeah, it was Ami. That was it, Ami Chibi. And because like people are of the right age group, It was
Yeah.
like, it was insane. Because everyone was
Well, I was
recognising
thinking
it.
when I started pinning it.
Quidditch stop.
I went to Primark again.
There.
You went to Primark, Debbie, never.
I thought you were meaning the fabric. That's why I was like, what?
First thing when we go to Leicester, can we go to Primark?
First time when you go anywhere with Debbie.
Can we go to Primark?
I was in Primark today. I managed to get that blouse that I was looking at.
Oh.
My
Thank you.
caring has gone away.
Hmm?
My caring has gone away.
You're hearing?
Caring.
Oh, you're caring. I was like, that's disturbing, Debbie, if you've lost your hearing.
Well, the Luke's hearing might be going away.
I was chewing, in fairness. Apparently that affects your hearing.
But
Alison, would you like to help pin some shit?
Hold on 1 minute, I'm gonna have a
help with the pin.
Oh, I can't wait to actually just sew this piece of shit.
You'll be there soon. It's all good. I'll turn my lights on because it's getting dark in here.
Even if I pop that into you and you do that corner.
But yeah, I think we have we all have different plans for stuff, but we're sort of just starting on these big projects now. It's time for big project time.
I'm super hyped for Adventure Zone photos next week.
Yeah.
Like that'll be
I
really
think it'll
cute.
be fun.
And just seeing a bunch of folk again.
Yeah.
You're on an adventure tour with Debbie now.
Yeah. Might as well set the sewing machine. I'll be good.
Oh, you cut yours out now. You're ready to sew. I see.
Yeah.
She's been a wee show off.
Mine's a bit smaller than yours.
If I can get stuff cut out by the end of the stream, then I will feel very, very impressed with myself.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And then I'll do some sewing tonight. I would just have let you sit on it.
You got Alison to help now, at least.
What'd you say?
But you got Alison to help now, at least.
Yeah.
See, I'm jealous of you all having more than one cosplayer in the house. God damn it.
Yeah, you weren't the one that heard it.
Okay, Caitlin's asking, so what are each of you currently making? I came in a little later, so I don't know if you previously said.
I am
Making a Kravitz cloak.
I'm making Kravitz's cloak, which is basically this, but without this little bit here. So it's a lot of fabric.
Oh,
Fuck ton of fabric.
I am making a cloak for the Raven from Adventure Zone, and it's far less fabric.
And I am making, my hands broke, so I have to look after them now and not do anything today. I was going to go and actually make a bracer for my Killian from Adventure Zone, but yeah, I managed to splash scalding soup in my hands and currently am still kind of soaking them in cold water every now and again. Because I can't work with heat today. Would have been nice to have had, like, you know, something cut out of leather by the end of the stream, but hey. I vaguely got a pattern-ish made. So yeah. But yeah, I think like next year is going to be so many Adventure Zone cosplays.
Oh god.
I'm
Like,
just gonna cosplay them all at once.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Like me and the Scots are gonna do some shooting times next week, ready for Halloween. And so we'll be doing various bits of that. So I actually don't need to take any cosplay with me next weekend because I'm shooting all of them. So I'm like, oh, what a shame. I have to take my baby case with no cosplays in it. Oh no. I'm gonna be camera bitch. And yeah, like not really got any more cons planned this year, I don't think. Like, have you guys got anything small planned, local or anything like that?
well, there's Rycon, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go because like it's not as convenient for us anymore now that we're in Edinburgh instead of Glasgow.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those ones that if I was bringing anything, I'd probably just take Krav. Because he's my only kind of... I feel like it's one of those ones where I'd want to take a kind of spooky costume, because it's
It's a Halloween one.
a Halloween con. So.
Okay, yeah, especially if it's at the weekend of Halloween, yeah, you want to do that. Like I think.
Well, I don't think it's the weekend of Halloween, but I think it's, like, pretty damn close.
I
Yeah.
would say like I think 28th, 29th is like the closest. I think. Let's have a look at the calendar.
Do you want me to get that last bit?
It's 28th, it's a Saturday.
Yeah, there we go.
But I don't know if that's when Rycon is.
Yeah, I think it is. I think I've seen that it is that, and it's like it is Halloween themed.
Well, in that
I think,
case, I
as well.
can't go.
Oh, where are you off to?
Hey, Morag's over.
Oh, yeah.
Like I vaguely have a thought of going to Doki Doki in Manchester in like I think it's like 8th of November or something, but I'm not massively bothered about it, to be honest. I'm coming up to you guys next weekend, and then possibly another weekend in November, and we'll do some Christmas stuff. But
Yeah.
we do have some fun plans for Christmas this year, though. Like, not in terms of filming plans yet, but we have a plan kind of for what we want to do for the main kind of Christmas event thing.
Yeah.
So that should be exciting. And like I said, we're still working through stuff. Well, Debbie's still working through editing from Alcon.
So Sarah, she's got her Alcon dance thing to do.
Of course, yeah. I forgot about that one.
It's like Sarah's tithe to the group. She has to do one positive video a year.
You must, Sarah.
Well, that's because you kept telling us that we're too depressing, you see.
What
so...
did you are?
Yeah, but Debbie, I like Debbie CMB. I like the depressing one.
It's the era of music I grew up on, is sort of emo, grunge, and rock, so...
If it's not Evanescence, you wouldn't be getting it from Debbie.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'm the same kind of musical taste as Debbie, so... Yeah.
Hey, the two we filmed at Alcon are quite upbeat.
They are incredibly upbeat. I'm actually kind of amazed.
I've got to say, the Wolf Star one only has a little bit of angst, it's fine.
Just a little bit, but, you know, it can't all be happy, otherwise there'd be no, like, story.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
being
funny.
said, the one that we had been talking about doing with Jeannie rewriting lyrics was not a happy one, so... I like happy videos.
Caitlin's saying hopefully the SD card works. Yeah, that always helps.
I have all the footage, it's fine.
Oh, Bethan's here, people. Bethan's here.
Hey!
I came in at Luke doing some prime downwards dog.
Yeah. I'm cutting out fabric today, Bethan. Loving life.
Hate in existence.
Hating existence.
But yeah, like we've not got many cons left now, so it's like starting to kind of go, right, okay, what plans are we doing for Halloween and for Christmas? And then what cons are we doing next year? Woo.
Well, that's the big one, isn't it?
It is the big one.
Answers on a postcard, children.
If there's any cons that like you guys know about that you'd quite like us to come along to, talk to the organisers for us. Send them an email. Send them a Facebook message. Be like, hey, we want Banders to come here, please. Cause
If you do that, we're more likely to go.
Yeah. Because to be fair, we are pretty much spread all over the country, which means that you might not get all of us, but you might get a couple of us. Like Debbie and Sarah did Newport, a little Newport one, didn't you? Sort of earlier this year.
We are possibly doing Bath at some point with Jennifer next year.
That sounds good.
So let's see how that goes.
Well, Bath isn't far, is it? So yeah, like you said, you guys will be staying pretty much strictly local next year, apart from a couple of big cons.
I think that'll be nice together.
So I think, like, for us at the moment, I think like we've got some kind of vague plans, but we're hoping to do SunnyCon again because we really like SunnyCon.
Yeah.
Hoping to do Insomnia Spring again because that was a good one. Hopefully do Alcon. And I think that's probably it for the ones that we're all kind of probably going to go to.
Yeah.
Like Manchester MCM might be another one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys will do that one, and I think me and Sarah are gonna skip that one. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's just
it's a bit far.
Fair enough, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I know, like, you guys are gonna save for Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disney World, not Disneyland.
Oh my god, Mel, get it right!
God, I don't know. Disney.
Oh my god,
Florida.
vlog!
It's Disney in Florida.
To be fair, we looked at Paris, and it was nearly as much to go to Paris for a whole, like a long weekend, as it was to stay in Florida for 2 weeks.
Crazy. Like, that's a bit crazy, considering you go to Florida. Like, you go to Florida any day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys, though. Caitlin O'Connor is saying, yeah, Geek Fest, that's where I met you guys. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I'm terrible with names and faces and people.
What did you
She's
cosplay?
terrible.
She'll remember you cosplay.
Yeah. I have a feeling it was a Doctor Who cosplayer.
But you don't really know Doctor Who.
No.
Sarah will probably know, though, because Sarah knows Doctor Who.
Sarah's also better at remembering than Jen.
Sarah's better with people. Sarah's the people person.
Oh. But yeah, like we'll probably end up doing like some smaller events as well, but it just depends on like what other stuff we've got going on, that kind of thing. But we are going to be starting to look at booking events and stuff in the next month or so. So, yes.
If you have suggestions, get them in quick and fast.
Mhm. I already started looking at hotels the other day, and then was like, no.
I know, Jesus Christ, woman, you had to simmer, didn't you?
I didn't book it. It's fine.
Oh, there's always that.
I was just looking. It's all good. Caitlin's saying Tracer on Saturday and Yennefer of Vengerbird. So I think Yennefer from Witcher, I think, on Sunday. I'm friends with Drew. There you go. We know Drew. We like Drew. Drew is good egg. Bethan's saying Bandicon.
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 Good time.
Yeah, BandaCon will happen as well. We're coming down to you, Debbie. We're coming to invade you. Mostly to save money for you guys, because you guys have to travel like the furthest to get most places.
And you decidedly had to travel the most for BandaCon last year, so...
Yes, exactly. I tend to have the medium travel. Yeah.
See, Mel just has the medium travel everywhere, lucky buzzin'.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm also always travelling on my own, so, you know, there is that.
Yeah, but for like a third of the time that everybody else is.
Always. Oh, Bethan's saying, did Blair tell you I got him into Hamilton? Because I did it, kids, I did it.
It was only a matter of time. Blair's very impressionable.
Beth has been trying to get us all into Hamilton for...
This is Bethan. I hate it when people sing.
Apparently only hates when people sing live, though, in case they mess up. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess you can watch the Les Mis recorded bit back then.
Oh, she has. I believe her verdict was, oh, you guys can actually sing. I was like, yeah.
Well.
Sure as heck wouldn't have put ourselves through that otherwise. Even then.
One is the loneliest number, Mal. And then, I hate the fear, Luke.
The what?
I hate the fear. I'm guessing the fear for the singing live thing.
Oh.
I hate the fear.
We're decidedly not doing that again for a while at least.
Yeah.
Not doing that again.
It was something that Mel had really wanted to do, so we did it.
And now it's done.
Now it's done. Now I can...
Like, it was, looking back on it, it went well.
Yeah.
It was one of the hardest things we've ever attempted to do, though.
Yep. Like, it was so much planning and so much preparation for it and so much like stressing on the day and stuff, like especially when like, because the thing is, like, obviously we have some really 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 good professionally people involved, and you know, like Kieran and Neve like actually do musical theatre stuff like as their degrees, so you know they're good at that kind of thing. And then you had the rest of us just kind of flailing around and being like, meh, how do? And then there's like the things of like trying to work out the room and make sure the tech was right and make sure the blocking was right and like...
And the tech was never right.
No.
There was so much stuff that was just so out of our control that we couldn't sort until on the day. Which...
But to be fair, we got the chance to actually sort it on the day, which I was so thankful for. Because if we hadn't, I don't think it would have gone as well as it did.
No.
Like, there would have been no way that... I probably would have bottled it for my song, to be honest, let's face it. And, like, the blocking and stuff was kind of worked out very much in that morning, and the sound was worked out very much on that morning. So it would have been...
And then reworked out during?
Yeah, and then reworked out during, when you realise that it doesn't actually go through the computer at all, and you can't get it to work. And then you have to put a microphone to a phone like this, and then move it apart, and then move it together.
Technology.
Technology. But it worked in the end, you know, and we got there in the end. We got through it. Yeah. It was a hard one. Like, it's something where it's like, if we got a really, really...
Not into the fabric, though, that I'm cutting.
I wasn't aiming for the fabric, I was aiming for your leg.
Yeah, but...
I missed, I'm sorry.
I think it's something that if we got like a super huge reception and people really wanted us to do it again, then we probably would, but to be honest...
Like, I feel like it would be easier to do again than it would be to do a different one.
Yeah, I can't do a different
because
one.
We already know what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Everybody's learned their songs, everybody's learned their blocking.
I don't know.
Mel can relearn her song, relearn her blocking.
Beth is saying, you guys working on Taz. Damn straight working on Taz. I need to make steak, I will return. Well, steak is a thing.
What?
Bethan apparently needs to go make steak,
Oh.
as you do.
I mean, there's worse things to be doing. What do you do?
Steak's
Yeah.
good.
Exactly. Don't make soup. It burns you.
Thanks for saying that. You know what we're having for dinner tonight, Neil? Soup!
Soup!
Okay. Just 2 more bits to do, and then it's all cut out.
Yay.
Okay. I can do this.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, someone has to. And I need to pin all these little fuckers together. Ow.
But yeah, we are working on bits and pieces of cosplay things. I will be working on more next week, more than likely.
Well, you won't.
No, I won't actually. I'll be at yours, so no, I won't. But that's okay, because we'll be doing photo stuff. It's all good.
We'll be making content for you.
Content. Woo. Oh, Matt's here as well now. Sup, losers? How goes the craft stream? Luke's nearly cut out all the Kravitz. Nearly.
Luke's losing the will to live.
Well, that's nothing new, though. I've just got 2 more bits of this ruddy cloak to cut out, and then I'm done.
Oh.
And then I just need to sew it all.
I've just seen what Debbie's doing. Debbie's pinning her cloak with some feathers.
Oh, it looks really good, Debbie.
Thank you.
Sorry, just casual torso shot. Yes, very, very good. Oh, it's just casual. Where did I sugar that thing?
There's a... I got around too much.
Figure out how much more I need of this stuff.
Gonna need a lot.
Pin box somewhere near.
Do you want it across the whole thing, or do you want it like?
It was going to be across the whole thing, yeah.
Wow.
Just across the.
Yeah, across the top bit.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a lot more than that, dear. Yeah. How many meters is that? Is that 2 meters?
That's 2 meters. I've got another 2 here. So they need another 6 meters.
Yeah. Youch. But that's a good idea though, like doing it as a separate piece and you just put it over the top, kind of thing. And then you can still use the cloak on like the piece underneath if you wanted.
Yeah.
Matt was about to say that seems standard for Luke.
Yeah.
Anyway. And Kieran likes your pretty feather cloak.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've pinned the stuff the exact same way as I pinned the last set. I would like to have it noted of the difference in spacing that I have
Oh my god.
between apparently the exact 2 same sort of lengths of material.
That's a bit crazy.
Well, when you get like 2 meters of fabric, it's 2 meters lengthways. This one's like your width, please.
Oh no, I like looked these two up from this specific seller because the bolts should have been the same size.
Mm.
At least it's like different in the way that's works in your favour.
Yeah,
It's true. That's very true.
but I should have been able to get like 4 bits in theory down then, so now I've got a lot more sewing to do. Which is, it is what it is. But
Well, no, you have to do more of the one bit that you actually tolerate about the sewing project.
yeah, but at the same time, like, would it not have been better for it all to have like worked? So?
Well, yeah, but like, surely this one has worked better than the black one has.
Yeah.
I really wish my stupid hands would stop hurting.
Well, don't throw soup down yourself in future.
Don't boil your hands, Mel.
Ow! You fucking wait. Oh, I tried that new Krabbies that they had in at Tesco. Oh,
New Krabbies?
yeah. It's Scottish raspberry. It tastes like mold smells.
Oh no.
Have a good time.
Well, that's the point. I've got some cider in the fridge.
We've got tons of cider in the fridge, but it's all the flavours that Alison likes.
Oh, I have a strange request.
Yeah?
Could you keep the bottle caps?
Okay.
Draco's doing a Fallout LARP.
Okay.
So yeah, we need some currency. And I don't drink very much, but I figured between the banders we could probably get a few bottle caps.
I have a few bottles of Krabbies in the fridge.
Well, we've got a flat warming next week, so
Yeah, this is
we'll
true,
hold an
this is true.
amnesty.
Like bottle caps in this tub, please.
You don't need to if you don't want.
But yeah, if you could, that would be fab.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've got like a bunch of Tesla Cross cider as well, so they'll get like fun bottle caps or like get salt tires on them.
So clearly they're worth more.
It's legal tender.
It's legal tender. Even after the end of the world.
They still don't accept Scottish currency.
Matt's saying, are you guys going to do this again next week? It'll be a good motivation for me to get on with my crap too. Probably not next week, because I'll be up, we'll be doing photos and content.
Yeah. Mel's going to be up and we're going to be making actual proper content for you. Lazy content.
And I'm going to be at my mum's because we've got a funeral, so...
Yeah.
We might do like a Facebook live stream at one point, but probably not like a
Build
YouTube
YouTube.
crafting thing.
Yeah, like, I might, because I'll be filming bitch, so it depends on what else. Also, I'll have a train to catch at some point, so... Might not be, I think my train's at like 4ish, so...
I'm sorry.
So it might be a bit earlier in the day next week, and it might be a Facebook live stream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Matt, we do tend to do it every couple of weeks or so. General crash stream. Unfortunately, I spilt scalding soup in my hands today, so I can't do anything, which is fun. It's gonna be really fun in work tomorrow. Woo!
I'm telling you, get some Savlon on that shit.
I'll find some in a minute. Like, there's no point right now. I have to go find it. I don't know where all my antiseptic cream is.
Do we just have Savlon everywhere here because we are just terrible people that keep hurting themselves?
Yep.
I have some somewhere, I just don't know where. No, don't you start playing.
What is it you're doing?
No, it's I was looking up like what you need to do for a burn, and then it was about to play a video, and I was like, don't you start playing.
Get some aloe on it. Just 2 more panels to go. Jeez Louise. Taking a day off of the making of this just by helping out. Can it?
I have them much further away to me.
Yeah. Up. But yeah, hopefully you'll see sneaky peeks of this costume and it'll all have been worth it. Otherwise I might cry.
I'm gonna cry anyway.
I won't. Like, as soon as I get to the actual, like, physically putting it together part, it'll start going much quicker. It's just,
Yeah.
this part of it is always so slow going, and just because there's so much fabric.
Oh, and Caitlin's saying, fabric doesn't conform to the usual laws of space, size, and reasoning.
Nope.
But it doesn't.
Like cats.
And they fit in small spaces. And when Alfie fits, like, under the cabinets and things, I'm like, cow, you're too fat to fit under there. It just squeezes. He's like, no, I can do it. Oh, Debbie, it looks so cool already.
I want to see, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's looking bitchin', Debbie.
I might actually only need a couple more meters.
I was gonna say, it looks like...
Debbie, have you ever considered doing Anders?
It's the Dragon Age thing again.
Yeah, because does that.
No! If I said no, would you believe me?
No, luckily enough.
He
You know how you're really loving making furry stole, or not furry, but like feather stoles go on top of cloaks. He's got a cat.
I don't like cats.
She doesn't like cats.
The cat dies.
Okay, I don't dislike cats that much. But I'm
It was a
definitely
very loved cat when it was around. He's very angsty.
There is that.
He's
a wizard. You like wizards?
Oh, Debbie looks so cool. Yeah, we'll only need like a couple more meters. That.
Yeah.
I suppose because you've just got like, the longest bit at the bottom that you've just done, and then it gets shorter, obviously.
Yeah. That's going to be an absolute bitch to pack.
Yeah.
That's going to be a rolling job.
Yeah. Roll.
That might be an insomnia one where I can drive. And it can hang in the back.
Yeah, true. To be fair, I did say I think Insomnia would be a good one to wear to the Adventure Zone, guys. Because it's a podcast, and there's a lot of people that listen to a lot of podcasts that go there.
It's also technically gaming based.
Technically.
In the loosest sense.
It's Dungeons and Dragons is a game. It's vaguely based on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that reminds me though, Debs, I need to, if I'm looking at hotels for that, I need to look at hotels with parking them for you.
And possibly for us.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
I could bring persuasion to a con finally. After 3 years after I made him.
Not quite, but yeah.
It'll be.
No, because you made him in the flat that we were living in, and it's only been in that flat for 2 years.
Yeah, but that would almost have been the year after that.
But yeah, if it's something we're likely to fly to or take the train, I might try and whip up Kerry instead.
You would be so cute.
I can figure out how to do it. Probably similar to the way you did Alphys, to be fair.
Yeah. That's how I've seen most people do it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are really freaking cute.
What are you
I
doing
still
now?
the best Barry Blue Jeans.
Yep. But depending on how far you are in the podcast at the moment, like,
You
you
may
may
not
not agree.
I've just finished Crystal Kingdom.
Okay,
So
you
I
need to
haven't-
wait a bit.
Give it 20
I just got
episodes.
to the point where I get now. Yeah, I've just got to that point. So I get what you're talking about.
It's all cut out!
Yay! Don't dilute.
I'll wear it right.
Just put it on your body like that. Just drape it around you. It'll be fine.
I mean, that should be, in theory, how cloaks get made, right? Just drape it around.
Go Game of Thrones with it and just put an IKEA rug around your shoulders.
Kieran agrees that you should do Anders.
I think I just want everyone to do Dragon Age cosplay all the
Let's
time.
go in. Do you like blowing up religious institutions and being possessed by corrupted justice spirits?
There's also that. I thought going in with the cat and fluffy feather angle would have been better.
He's fluffy. It's fine.
At some point, I will do a Dragon Age thing for you, but
Yay.
it won't be this year. Next year. It won't be this
Yeah.
year.
You never know. Maybe the next one will be announced by then, and the new one will come out,
We
and
can all do Dragon Age 4.
we can all do Dragon Age 4.
Then we all have to make new costumes, and we want to die.
But what will you do if it's set into winter?
I will cosplay all of the good boys.
No, we'll actually play it.
I mean, it's Origins, so fair enough. But you get to meet Zevran, though. Zevran's a babe.
He's a rogue.
I do like Zevran.
At some point, I need to finish Fable as well.
See, I still see Debbie as Liliana. Like.
Well,
Liliana.
yeah.
Yes, but you've already convinced Hannah to do that one, so...
Me convincing people to do cosplays? Never.
I've got to do a collar. I don't like collars. I don't understand collars.
See, I don't mind collars. Collars
Don't
are
mind
fine.
colours.
Sleeves? Fuck sleeves,
Yeah,
man.
fuck sleeves.
Yeah, I don't like sleeves either.
Fuck sleeves.
Collars I've got quite good at. I've done quite a lot of... Never finished a jacket or coat, but... I've always got...
You only need to run Grell through the sewing machine.
I do. I literally, all I need to do is hem the bottom lining part of Grell and add the buttons. That's it. But that would be an awful lot like finishing that costume. Literally the worst.
Actually the worst. See, I might just do that next week. I'm not going to take pictures for you. I'm just going to finish your Grell cosplay for you.
No!
No!
I want it to be 2 years, but and it's not finished.
It almost is.
It almost is!
To be fair, Legolas was like that though. Like, how long did he take me to just get round to even starting him? And like,
No, seriously, it'll be 2 years in January that coat has not been finished.
Oh, God.
That's not from starting it, that's from getting it to the point where it's at.
So that is technically from starting it as well, because I did most of it in like 2 days and then just never finished it. I hated it.
See, I think that's why like Debbie and I tend to do it where we're like, we have a con and we have to make it for the con because.
Well, I was originally going to wear it for a con, and then I just
Didn't.
I kind of fell out of love with it and just could not be bothered going back to it. and I just kept seeing really scary Grell cosplayers, and I was like, no,
Oh no.
don't want to do that.
See,
No,
I still
no,
say
no.
like the flight suits in like a long weekend was the best.
Yeah,
We hated ourselves.
We really did.
For good
of us
reason
working
as well.
The same thing, like just dying over Skype.
Oh, I did not put the lid back on that when I smashed my hand into it. I thought the lid was on.
Hey, Caitlin's saying I still need to make my Grey Warden. Kieran's saying I've been playing Origins again and just keep laughing at how Cullen looked in all through the circle quest. Him and his ramen hair.
Cullen definitely had a bit of a glow up in the last game. He came into himself later in life.
He really aged him down as well. It was
Yeah.
weird. Like Origin, he looks like maybe early 40s.
Which is weird because
Really?
he would only have been like 20 in Origin. In
Yep.
fairness, when you meet him, he's had a bit
He's
of a
been
rough
through a
time.
lot.
He's been through a wee bit. But you know, when you look best in your life, when you're going through horrific drug withdrawal, and that's the best you've looked. That's not a good time.
See, Cullen does look like he looked quite pretty in the last one because I've only really played like Inquisition, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
they made him romanceable, so they had to make him pretty.
he is pretty. I romanced him
Yeah, same.
only because I realised I'd played a female character, so I couldn't romance Dory, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. Did I show you the little mother? Call.
So next time when I play through it, I'll be making a male Inquisitor.
Dorian's a babe.
Very true.
Bethan's saying they made him not a murdering racist as well. I just kind of ignored his whole plot.
Well, they had
personality
Solus for
too.
that, didn't they? So
Hey!
they did that too. Hey!
Literally a child murderer, what a guy. Oh, Bethan, it doesn't sound like your type at all. God.
No, she's the
Oh,
murdering
Bethan.
child.
Bethan, we got Final Fantasy lads on tour.
Yeah, we got Final Fantasy lads on tour. What was the game you were more excited about though? Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh dear.
Puyo Puyo motherfucking Tetris.
I didn't know they made it for PS4.
I was like, oh
I saw
look!
it in game when we were in looking at like a bunch of the pre-owned stuff, and we're like, oh shit,
They were
we'll
the
get
same
Final
price,
Fantasy down
Bethan.
to- No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't. Final Fantasy was 20 quid, Puyo Puyo was 15.
Also, I thought they were both 15, and then mine was 10. Oh, because it came to 40 quid.
Bethan's response? ... I'm disappointed.
Like, I'm hyped to play lads on tour, but like, I wasn't expecting to be able to play Puyo Puyo Tetris. So that was like a fun bonus.
Said
Like-
no one ever about Tetris.
Tetris. Puyo.
That was another thing that stressed me out in my childhood. funnily
Tetris.
enough.
Fucking
Tetris.
shapes.
Fucking
I love
shapes.
Tetris.
It's fast moving shapes. And you're trying to get me to orientate the shapes into other shapes in space under a time limit. That's just tears waiting to happen.
Aww.
We can never get a player 2 controller, because you'll die.
No.
Yeah, I'm a
Mostly
little
because
bit
you'd make me. I love it. We can never get a controller. It's not. We can never get a controller, and I can never force you to play it.
That's it.
What were you saying, Debs?
I'm a little bit behind on Final Fantasy. I still haven't finished that one.
Just a little bit.
I'm 70 hours in, and I can't find the end.
Oh god.
But every time I restart, like, because I start from the 70 hours, I forget what mission I was on. So then have to wander around for a good hour and then rage quit.
Fair.
Oh,
I never
Beth.
played many Final Fantasy ones. I played, I think, 3, 7, and 10.
I've never played it. I think Matt had one at one point, so I know vaguely what the mechanics of it are, and that's about it.
It's turn-based JRPG.
Yeah.
it's fucking most standard, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are a bit different.
Apparently, Alison is a 40-year-old mum in a 22-year-old body. From Bethan,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. You'll play with Tetris. Bullshit.
And Matt's saying, is Luke talking about Tetris or I need to fight a nerd? Talking shit about Tetris.
Tetris gives me anxiety, Matt, like you would not believe. Like, I really struggle to orientate shapes.
It's okay.
Like,
I think Matt missed the whole conversation that we had earlier about being able to orientate shapes, and then we had conversations about all the children's shows that you had like the fear about. So
everything gave me the fear. There's sort of spark notes for that. Unless it was Robin Hood or dragons related, it just made me cry. Or Star Trek. That was the other one that I was okay with.
Bethan saying, to be fair, Final Fantasy 15 is organising gay boys into some sad shapes. I've seen your pictures. That's all I need to know.
Arden, help.
Matt's saying, everything giving you the fear, perhaps we are not so different, you and I.
I've got better as I got older though, Matt. That's the difference.
Have you?
I, like, compared to every, like, I
It
was
doesn't give you the fear as much, it just gives you rage.
Yeah, see, as, like, you know how kids, everyone always jokes that they're like, oh, it's basically Suicide Watch with them until they're 5. I was that child who was like,
Self-aware of danger.
I was overly aware of my own mortality from a very, very early age. And everything stressed me out and scared me.
Maybe I should have been, but I was always the very clumsy child that had lots of accidents happen to them.
See, I was that child as well, while constantly being in fear of everything going on around me. I don't know. It was rough.
That was probably the funniest part actually about me actually spilling soup on myself, was literally me screaming, "Ow!" and then Matt like leaping out of bed and running downstairs. He's like, I don't think I've ever run downstairs so fast.
He just jumped half of them.
Pretty much. I'm like, it's okay. We're not blistered. It's fine. It's all good.
You're a hot mess. Ha! We should probably think about calling this a night.
Probably.
That's been 3 hours
Oh.
of me cut. That's taken me 3 hours to cut out all that.
You haven't really stopped cutting out the fabric either. Like...
No, I started cutting out the pattern before the stream started, Alison.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll make the soup. But yeah, we should go start making our soup. Say bye, Alison.
Bye.
Don't burn yourself.
Bye, everyone. See
Goodbye,
you
guys.
in the future.
Bye.
Bye-bye.